Also learned if you talk to Kuno, you can get access to his thing.
Kuno care?
My first playthrough, I just passed the check, so I never had to do it. Alright. Who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno pig?
Alright.
Kuno. Primal. Violent.
Sounds like something you call a rabid dog.
Yeah, think about it. Think about that rabid Kuno shit.
He seems glad someone understood what he was going for. But right as he's getting distracted, you hear a malevolent hiss from behind the fence.
Kim Kutsaragi simulator? Pretty much.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you!
And Kuno S.
Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help!
Alright. I'm not doing nothing.
Everybody, please! He's digging his dick out!
Escalate, Kuno!
That's Kuno, alright.
Stick us out! You're afraid!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
Look at his shit-eating grin. He knows there's nothing you can do to him. He's bullying you, and you are helpless. Kill him. Kill him now.
Huh?
He won't see death coming.
That's a pretty good check. Kuno, deal with it. What? I failed a 92% chance.
You didn't shut him down. Your fat fist didn't meet its
Failed a
target.
92% chance.
Instead, it pulled you down with it. It's not as bad as it feels. You've maybe pulled a joint. The indignity makes it worse.
We're gonna try really hard to keep it together, I guess.
Pig's biting down on his knuckles. Kuno can't believe this shit. Can no one stop the Kuno?
Stay with me. The biting is having some kind of effect. The pain is receding.
Pig, Kuno thought you had this. What happened? Kuno can't do anything now.
The whole charade was about establishing dominance over you. It's safe to say he has
Yeah, I guess he
succeeded.
did. I swung at a child and missed.
Fucked your shoulder, fucked your knee, fucked your fat body up!
Yeah, I deserve this.
Yeah, you deserve this. Trying to show your dick to Kuno. Kuno was scared.
Alright. Laugh it up, Fuzzball.
Kuno beat the shit out of the popo. Beat your fucking knee off.
I told you not to tempt such forces.
Yeah.
Now, how about we go and do something?
Alright, Kuno, my friend now.
Look, see? It's the fucking war pig. Try not to knock yourself out.
You belittled yourself before the Kuno. Now you must seek his forgiveness.
I want to make it right with you, Kuno.
Fucking war pig.
You're a cool dude. Let's bury the hatchet.
Cool what? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I think you broke his brain when you fucked him up, Kuno.
You better come up with a way to make Kuno forget you tried to fucking hit him, piggo.
Have some beer.
Stay the fuck away from Kuno. You smell like bum shit. Kuno's not a bum. Kuno doesn't touch that shit.
Alright, Kuno's
What?
straight
Do you
edge.
think Kuno's fucking 80 years old? Trying to bring me bum juice? Make the Kuno paranoid?
Alright.
Trying to get a 12-year-old hooked on the shit shake?
Alcohol use has been declining in the under 16 bracket. This
There we go.
past
We got
decade.
a highlight to that.
This pleases him.
Alright, how about our Conan book?
Kuno doesn't fucking read. Fucking book shit. Fucks with your mind. Kuno knows this four-eyed fuck. Totally hooked on the book. Can't get enough of this shit. Fucking sad, really. Kuno could make mad money off him. Exploit his disease.
Who are you talking about, Kuno?
A guy Kuno knows. Martin. From out of town. From
Alright,
Grant.
so you want the book?
Fine. Kuno's gonna take it off your fat ass. At least he's gonna make some paper off this shit. Now what you want?
Yeah, we're gonna fail that. Alright, crime
Yeah.
scene.
The kingdom of Kuno The fuck do you want with it?
All right, the
I
greenhouse.
know. Kipda's gardener used to work there.
You used to work there.
Yeah, that's what Kuno said. She couldn't handle the heat, so she took off. Kuno can take it. Shit's nothing to Kuno.
All right.
Look it up in the
What do you mean?
library. Kuno's not a fucking dictionary. Fucking small brain. Kuno means the gardener, alright?
He's a union
The
fixer.
fuck does this have to do with the Kuno? Kuno doesn't give a shit who she is.
You were expecting relaying this information to him to be more rewarding, right? Telling him you found out she isn't a gardener. You know what you should do if you want to get rewarded? Drugs. Drugs are more rewarding.
Black Caesar, hello friend. We just got embarrassed by a small child. We wound up taking a swing at his face and we missed.
Or alcohol, if you don't want to do drugs. Alcohol is just as rewarding, but it isn't a drug. Seems kind of boring now, going back to... What was this about?
All
Some
right.
yard?
What about the
That's
shack?
just some shit roofing gimps left behind.
There it is. That strange feeling again. As if there was more than meets the eye about that pile of roofing material.
All right. Those shit gimps, were they left-handed?
The fuck are you talking about? Kuno doesn't know what handed gimps they were.
Trying to get you to talk gimp, Kuno. Don't talk.
I saw past the veil.
The fucking well. The fuck are you talking about? Ask me a normal
We had a
question,
92%
pig.
chance to accede to assault this child, and we failed the check.
They're trying to make you feel stupid, Kuno.
You glance again at the roofing material in front of the shack. Yes,
All right.
you should go back there.
How did they get there?
Yeah, Kuno doesn't know shit about that. That shit is beneath Kuno.
All right, I need to know. Someone could have tampered with the murder.
Listen. Kuno doesn't care about this small-time shit. Just listen. Kuno saw what you did there, dumpster diving. Sad shit. Kuno could hook you up with some sweet rags. Shit like Kuno's wearing. Your size, good price. 500 real.
All right. What happened to his clothes?
Look, Kuno ain't seen shit lying around. Except for that you took away. Now you want performance gear or not, Grandpa?
The lieutenant remains silent, but his expression couldn't say, I told you so.
What's so great about the
Hey,
pants?
These are found modulars. Liquid fit, performance crotch, urban survival shit. Made in Mirova by scientists. Pants scientists. Believe it, you need this shit.
These could drastically improve your chances of survival in the urban wilderness.
All right, my brain
Coach
thinks it's good.
Physical Instrument endorses these pants. They are tartan ready.
All right. Well, my brain and body wants it. Lord Ambiguity. Yes, this is a very good game. All right. Maybe
All
talk
right,
about the pants
Pickle,
later.
shit's rolling.
Don't do business with the pig, Kuno. He's going to steal all your money, Kuno.
As you can see, Kuno and C don't trust you. Can't do business without trust.
There's more to his distrust than being a pig. He feels threatened by something obscure in you.
All right.
What that is, however,
What about
remains.
the racist
fuck?
mug?
A mug in the trash. Is this about the fucking clothes again?
Yes, this racist mug.
Yeah, Kuno sees where this is going. Kuno's got that fast brain. You saying you pigs are after the mug fucker? Cause he's the clothes fucker?
I can't hear you, Kuno. Speak louder,
That's exactly
Kuno.
what I'm saying.
Shit, that's tense. Someone's going to the beat-down basement, huh? Mug guy gonna get tied to the radiator.
The kid may have something there. He's already come up with an interrogation technique too.
Kuno doesn't know who put that shit in there. And if he did, he wouldn't squeal. But if you find out, maybe you can...
Stop turning into a pig, Kuno.
What?
They're trying to get you hooked on the snitching.
That's right, Kuno.
Get away from my
Join the
Kuno.
cops.
Yeah, get your bacon shit away. Kuno doesn't like to be seen with the popo. Get your shit done and... Yeah,
All
whatever.
right.
Kuno doesn't give a shit.
What about the body?
Fuck about it.
You know who he was?
Kuno's fuck gimp. Kuno uses the fuck gimp for target practice.
End of conversation. Very strong. You should be this stoic.
Where's the armor?
Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor.
Up
That
down?
fuck gimp had one thing majorly wrong with him. He's a fucking mutant.
This is my second playthrough. I actually beat it when it originally came out in 2019. So, yeah, it's been a long time.
Do you remember
Long
how
enough
he
that I
looked?
remember
Fucking
not
growth
everything about the
hormone
game.
shit. He's a giant. The armor's too big for any man.
To the point where I'm forgetting. Like, I remember Kuno very well because you cannot forget Kuno, but
Kuno doesn't give a
I'm
shit
forgetting a lot of
about that
things.
freak
So
armor.
I guess I'm
Kuno
overdue for
threw
the second
that shit
playthrough.
away.
Oh, come on. He's just pretending that he doesn't care because he's too small for the armor.
You're too small.
Get the fuck out of here trying to fuck on me with that midget shit. Kuno's 12. He's huge. What are you? Fucking 80. When Kuno's 80, Kuno can fit 4 of you in Kuno. Fuck out of here.
Trying to fuck on Kuno. Fuck out of here.
Why'd you throw it
tried
away?
to get the helmet on. It was too big.
Yeah, that's part of the reason why I'm streaming it now is because there is voiceover.
Kuno
So it's
kicked
better
that shit
for
in
a
the
streaming
sea,
experience.
Rugby style. That shit means nothing to Kuno.
You threw it in the sea?
Yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a shit about material shit. Kuno's a fucking monk. You
Yeah,
wanna
he's
fuck
aesthetic.
on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the... Yeah,
Troubadour.
cock
Oh,
and
I
boots.
remember, yeah.
You know that jolly
Like a
union
Confederate
fucker?
dude.
Came around talking about cows or some shit. Came around pretending like he cares about cows. So yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming here pretending like he likes cows. Trying to catch a peep at Kuno's armor. Go to the gate. Ask him yourself.
Yes, this troubadour has
All
it.
right.
You're
Talk about something else?
Get lost.
Fuck it, let's do it.
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out.
Hey,
You have to
must
get more out of
things here. Want to help bust the
He
murder
could-
case?
Fuck no. What are you? Fucking mentally handicapped?
Kuno, they've almost made you a snitch now.
Ease off, see? Kuno always takes the bullet over the hammer. Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Alright. Can't believe we failed the fucking 92% chance.
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material,
Alright.
Eternite.
You know what? You know what? You know what? Just for that game, I'm gonna save scum this. You robbed me of a 92% chance to
An
assault a
inconspicuous
child.
pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Oh, +2, and then Empire said you'd come back.
Because there's
There
a
we go.
secret door hidden behind the panels of Eternite. That's why they're too orderly. There
Pull
it
them
is.
aside. There we go,
You
finally.
see a shabby little door.
Yeah, our first playthrough was much more cop playthrough. I had high intelligence, high motorics. And this is the exact opposite. I have high physical and high psyche.
What is this then? A tool shed?
There we go. There we go. Let's get in there. Kuno shed. Oh, wait. Oh. Don't want to go that far just yet. Oh, no. Try to get my thought. There we
Be
go.
still, my beating heart. It's amphetamine. Sweet
Yeah,
amphetamine.
speed. Scots have invaded the streams. Wondering, in Street Fighter 4 lately, and I want to know if you had any gameplay gripes with the many versions. Oh, I got gripe lists as long as you can give me to write on. But in the end, I still
lieutenant
love Street
isn't
Fighter 4.
studying the powder in the mirror. He's studying you.
Yeah. Hey, man, targeting it. Yeah. Someone's taking narcotics here. Perhaps the police should interfere.
Perhaps not. This is below our pay grade. See that ladder
Yeah.
there? It's probably another way into the industrial.
Get out of the way or get fucked up. Actually, that's a fallen slogan from an aggressive youth-oriented campaign. Boom, payday. Alright, let's go upstairs. Over here or something like that. Doorway's gonna collapse soon. Before I get paid, it's not. I do vaguely remember you can make a jump somewhere here. But we don't have to because we already have the... We got all the stuff we need. We've already been up there. We can go up there whenever we want. Oh, you're taking a sweet time getting there, though. Oh, wait a second, though. Wait. Kim! Get out of the way! Do you remember there's a bottle there? Look at this. Sweet payday. Bring in those bottles, we get 10 cents. There we go. Rich get richer. Alright. Now we can go back. And for Street Fighter 4, I'll say my favorite version of Street Fighter 4 is Super Street Fighter 4. I will still hold that as the best overall version of the game. Ultra is more feature complete, but Super had the best overall balance.
Fuck does Kuno care?
Yeah, I found your shack, bud.
You found Kuno's secret door to Kuno's secret shack. It was closed for 5,000 years. How the fuck did you get in?
I phase shifted through it, bitch.
Shit. Get the fuck out of here. You can't do that.
Fuck, I can't.
Do that, Kuno. He's trying to fuck at you again.
Pigs can't displace. Can't do that teleport shit. How did you like it in there, pig old boy? Kuno's got a lot of cool shit there, right?
Yeah, what's with the
It's a
magnesium?
vitamin, pig. Don't you know anything?
Magnesium?
Yeah, it's the mag. You fucking need that shit to stay on top of your game. Kuno goes through like a tube a day, rips mag like a motherfucker, and you could use a battle.
Oh, don't teach him, Kuno.
Yeah.
He's gonna use it against you, Kuno.
I rock that shit all the
You're
time,
not getting
baby.
This, pig. It completely takes away the hangover. It's like you didn't do anything. Like you stayed home playing with your choo-choo.
Fuck you, pig. Don't do mag. You're gonna OD and you're gonna fucking die.
I found a plate covered with residue. You know
That's
anything
where
about it?
Kuno gets his daily hit of electric. Kuno Shazam.
Bet you'd like to ride the lightning too, wouldn't you? You feel tired and old, but you could have that sparkle in your eye.
What's with the pig head?
That? Kuno decapitates pigs. That's just a Kuno demo tape.
Cool pig head. I like it. I got one too.
What?
What is this shit? Fucking on yourself. This is weird level shit. Kuno doesn't go there.
Got him in your head now, kid.
Fuck your shit back to normal. What is this?
Alright,
Good
enough.
call, Pigmeister. Don't
Yes.
come and talk to
How
Kuno.
about your
The
shack?
fuck do you want with it? Good call, Pigmeister. Don't come and talk to Kuno about his kingdom. Kuno
Alright.
does. Fuck does Kuno care?
God, I wish I'd take another swing at him. I can't believe I failed a 92% chance. Beat up a dumb kid. Alright. Where's our map? Yeah, this doesn't really tell me much. I forgot. Doesn't really tell me too much.
This Post Lavantorie mail collection box has been heavily vandalized with graffiti.
Fuck you, mailbox.
There is a hollow, saddened ring.
Enemy of the physical
The
realm.
Lavantorie mail collection box. It sounds betrayed. In disbelief even, your toe has suffered damage. It hurts. Right.
Cool. You really showed that mail collection box.
You think so? You think that was cool?
I don't. Let's go.
He must see the box as the weaker of the two, and you as a bully. Something he doesn't stand for.
All right, good mailbox.
The mail collection box has no faith in your psychopathic manipulations.
Gotta admit, charm though with the pig head and all. Oh yeah, Kuno's a real charmer. That's our Confederate boy. Yeah, there we go.
Have you no shame? Whining about your back every time you bring out the measuring.
René, you're a man with a fork in a world of soup. Please, let's just try to enjoy the game, all right?
Look, in his hand, going into his mouth, the sandwich. It's hauntingly beautiful.
I could go for a sandwich.
I'm trying to, but you keep breaking my concentration. You're old. I can see that. We're both old. Now stop grabbing your ass like it's a girl.
These manly men are playing balls. This is a ball game. Grab a ball and play it. Don't ask questions. Shoot first. Ask questions.
That's right, baby.
Never.
Ball time.
That's the spirit. Don't even waste your breath asking about the game. They wouldn't know anyway. They're way past their prime.
Grab the ball and show them how it is done. Yeah. Yeah.
You are immediately surprised by the ball's lack of weight. No matter. You'll make it work. God, this is right. You feel the familiar tremble of excitement and adrenaline that precedes every victory.
Be the ball. There we go. Boom. Showed you guys.
Merde! Bordel de merde! What the hell is your
All
problem?
right, looks like I'm back in the saddle. What luck! This three-eyed cowboy is going for one last ride!
Oh.
I wish you all a beautiful day.
Hey, Lord Red Dragoner, thank you very much, friend. I appreciate it. Thank you indeed. And we got a good day, yes. And what's my problem? That's not weak triceps, that's for sure.
I don't care if you are a cop. You do not just ruin someone's game.
A man his age getting worked up like that? Better watch that blood pressure.
What's the problem?
You vandalized our game, son. We can't play petanque with 5 bull.
I thought it was shot put.
Well, it damn well isn't. It's petanque. You ruined a petanque game. We want our bull back.
Take it easy, René. This is just a
Yeah,
misunderstanding.
that's right,
isn't
officer.
It, officer. No harm done.
Of course there's harm done, you orange slug. You owe us a goddamn bull.
You are an officer of the law, with way more important things to worry about than bowls. Don't take this crap.
I don't have a bowl, but will this do? Holds out the shot put ball.
Will this... No, it will goddamn not.
Yeah, that's right. We did pick up a shot put ball earlier.
Thank you, officer. This is really something. Honestly, I think it's better than our old bull.
That's right.
Mon Dieu. All right.
Just talk. It'll smooth things over. Old people like attention.
All right. Oh, it has his guard booth
the
up north.
Bardio's
Okay.
union pays me to stand vigil during the night. Not out of any political allegiance, mind you. I'm an old man. Don't sleep more than a few hours every night anyway, and... Man,
He feels like he has to justify himself for some reason.
Must have seen something the night of the murder. You look out at the yard.
yes, it does. Unfortunately, I wasn't working that night. Been on a 2-week leave since last Monday.
Who's working your shift?
No one. The bus has been unmanned since last Monday. There's no other guard.
No one has been guarding the container yard since last Monday.
Yes. It's not actually an issue.
Well, it is
Look,
now.
officer. The container yard doesn't actually need a guardsman. Never had one before, René. Monsieur Claire had that booth built
It's
specially
decorative.
for him.
The possibility Someone being in there is enough to discourage any ill-minded individuals.
Evrard created this job for René because he knows the Royal Carabinier's pension of honor and PTSD isn't something a man can live off. A decorated Kingsman collecting tear reflects bad on the whole neighborhood. His words.
Right. Big guy looking for the small guy, everyone working together. I love it. Renee's but one man. We need a program, get all the elderly back on the job market, keep folk motivated. That was like a very political thing. There's absolutely nothing wrong with terror collecting. It's my side thing too. Yeah, I'm holding my bag right now.
I didn't mean to imply there's something
Yeah,
wrong
I've got my
with
hobo
that.
bag out right now.
I do it too. Everyone does it. It's an excellent side thing.
Yes, yes, yes. Can we conclude the topic of...
He is not going to become an entrepreneur.
Yeah, I was looking through your
She-
shit. I saw a picture.
Is nobody. This is none of your concern. And I refuse to discuss my private affairs with the RCA.
The lady is Jeanne-Marie Beaulieu, and she sure as hell wasn't a nobody.
All right, we got it.
Yes, yes. Like I said, it would be up anyway. So,
You're playing in a creative.
Yes. The terrain here provides...
Oh yeah, this used to be like a war
I
zone,
do.
right?
Fire from heavy artillery.
Heavy artillery fire, you say? That's the best kind of artillery fire.
It is.
Very interesting.
You're going for artillery fire. You want heavy.
Why what?
Oh, it's heavy
Because
artillery
that's
used.
what happens when communards hijack your country, execute your supreme leadership, and turn your capital into a slaughterhouse. You use heavy ordnance to clean up your home.
Who are the communards?
Commies, communists, socialists, anarchists, call them what you like. They just chose the name to feel special.
Did you use the artillery?
Sadly, no. It was the foreigners who brought them to their
Yeah, so there was
knees.
like a big communist
We
uprising
fought
here,
valiantly,
and all the neighboring
too
countries put them
valiantly.
down.
So
That's
valiantly
why they
we
don't
got
run their
licked.
own government.
Should have fought dirty, like they did with their suicide sex cult propaganda and mad anarchist women strapped to shrapnel bombs. We didn't so, and we lacked caliber. God bless him, but the suzerain's cannons simply weren't big enough.
I'd bomb this place too.
This place is a damn beachhead, son. They didn't do it because they didn't like it. They had to soften the commies up first. Yes.
The landing
the
site?
military coordinated amphibious landing to take back Revachol.
He finds your lack of historic knowledge troubling, a sign of mental deterioration in the preceding generation.
Martinez was used as one of the 3 footholds in Revachol during Operation Deathblow in 08. The other two
Deathblow
are off in
sounds kinda
Stellum.
grim.
This here is Blood Ground, where coalition boots first made landfall and cleaned those rabid dogs out. Most likely, we're playing pétanque on their mangled corpses.
Blood ground. You got old René going there. Like he isn't hungry enough already.
Is that why everything's bombed out?
Damn right, son. They laid the fire of hell on the city before they stormed it. And it worked, too.
He approves of this radical approach.
All right, no half
Knows it
measures, I
was
guess, eh?
Necessary.
The rest of the city got cleaned up, but Martinez they keep as a monument. And now the Union Socialists are practically running the place.
Well, it's your own damn fault. You, we, the coalition, Revachol, whoever you want to blame,
Communists never
never
surrendered.
finished the job. Officially, the party never surrendered.
You don't even begin to truly understand the players at the table, let alone the specific circumstances surrounding the... What do you think?
Commies just don't understand how money works. Foreign powers cleaned up our mess, now they rule us.
I'm sorry it had to be them. After 8 years of fighting those hyenas, boiling cats for food and drinking piss in the mountains, I would have preferred if the Right Honorable King Guillaume returned through Revachol. Or even if that damn clan Frisell had risen from the grave and led us.
This royal failure weighs heavily on...
Instead, all
Alright.
that is just, holy, and beautiful in the world was wiped away, and now it's neon signs with toothpaste ads everywhere. This is just what the commies wanted. This was the
Alright.
plan all along. This is what they wanted to replace the role of the suzerain with.
What, the
The suzerain
suzerain?
is the king.
Yeah.
Has everyone forgotten already? It's no use talking
That's a
to
good
you.
point. I'll take it.
You were still in Daddy's balls when it happened. When we took our last stand against the filth and rode the cavalry straight into gunfire.
Well, what about my
It's
rifle,
a Bell
though?
McGrave, 4.46 caliber, breech loading, Revachol made. Good weapon, accurate and reliable. This one's inoperable. The bolt string is missing and the mechanism is jammed shut. Still a beauty. Where did you find her?
Alright, I found
I'm
the
not
basement. I'll tell you.
surprised. There are probably lots of forgotten wartime weapons lying around here. As for the rifle, I don't know what else to tell you. These BM-446s are an antique. No one uses them anymore. The ammunition is impossible to find.
Alright. Whatever, we'll try it. Damage
All you
morale.
observe is a veteran refusing to let...
This is the uniform of the Royal Carabineers in service of Frissel the...
Don't you
Alright.
mean Frissel the fan?
You do not speak his name. Craven.
We failed.
So
We
he
didn't
was a
get anything
clown.
out of it.
There's something you missed. You will get to it.
Alright.
Don't worry.
We'll go get his ball. Although, what's this real quick? Enormous balls. Ooh, cans. And garbage, man. This is our lucky day. Let's clean
This
up house.
coin-operated viewer is facing southwest. Its coin slot is full of fossilized bubblegum. The
Poor little
metal
guy.
feels cold and wet under your palm.
More garbage. Hobocop's dream. What is this? Bullet holes in the wall. I actually don't think I can get his ball back. It's owned too hard, I guess. What about you? Slumming around. Work hard, play hard. Nobody works hard. Oh, this guy.
I have really outdone myself. This
Yes, that's what you
Magical
need,
sandwich.
Gaston. More padding on that fat ass of yours.
René, it's a little pleasures. Hello, officer. How might I be of assistance
All
on
right.
this fine day?
Yeah, whatever you're talking about, I don't care. Can I have a bite
I'm
of that?
sorry, officer, but I really don't share food. Nothing personal.
The only one you have.
Suddenly you realize how hungry you are. The last time you ate must have been God knows when.
Man, come on. This is
Believe
right.
me, officer. I wish I could help you, but I need this sandwich to keep my blood sugar stable. In my...
You can barely hear him.
Yeah, fuck
The
this.
sweet smell of pickles in harmony with garlic butter and
Not
marinated
hearing me,
onions
man. I need
emanating
that
from the
sandwich.
Fuck off! It's mine! Sorry, officer. I'm sorry. I didn't mean it in a bad way. But the sandwich is mine. I'm not gonna share it.
When the dissidents come to rape our country, he hides. But try to get a bite of his dear sandwich and he gets claws.
All
You're
right.
a special kind of vermin.
Oh, Jean-Martin
Gaston.
Belot.
Oh, sweet Jenny.
Do not defile her memory, Gaston. Let her rest in peace.
I think it would be a physical stat that ripped that sandwich away.
His tone lacks its usual intensity, like he doesn't feel he has the right to speak on the matter.
All right, what happened to her?
Died of pneumonia 2 winters ago. It was a quiet passage. René and I were both by her bedside when she...
Died. No use sugarcoating it. Won't bring her back. Will it now?
departed.
A quick grimace of pain passes over Rene's features, but he immediately regains control. His face now...
Why do you think she was
She
indecisive?
could never make up her mind about anything. What to have for breakfast, favorite color, or which one of us to marry. She was always leaving one of us for the other, but never long enough to actually get
Women,
married.
right?
Heck, technically, we're both still engaged to her.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of a slant there. He doesn't want to share that sandwich.
You always confused her. Couldn't let us be happy. Seduced her with your fancy words and pastries.
He suddenly remembers you are still there.
We knew
All right,
her.
so you both knew
all
her?
right.
Well, that's obvious enough now,
Lived
right?
on the same street our entire lives, just 2 houses apart. She was René's first girl back when the prick was 16. They were courting till he decided he'd rather die for some great ideal than just be happy.
And then you stole her from me.
Easy, fella. I know, do not
Well,
intervene.
technically, you stole her from me, because we'd been pretty close ever since you two had that falling out over the ink you spilled over her pretty yellow dress.
We were just boys then. This was different. You... No point starting this all over again.
Alright,
For this
thanks for
doubt-
sharing.
Of course, officer. Memories are all we have left.
Oh, it's so hard to move sometimes. Shot put, I ripped it all the way over there, eh? That's not coming back, is it? Yeah. Ain't seeing that one. Ooh! Thing on the ground. I'll be goddamned. Smokes. Alright, I know one thing to talk to now. I'm avoiding this one because I just remember this conversation is very long. Might as well get it out of the way.
The woman still has
Tail
her
driver,
eyes
yeah.
fixed on the photograph.
Answer my
No
questions.
response wherever.
Snap your fingers.
She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
Why? I just told you why.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
The woman still
Grandma?
nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. No, this one is a monster in disguise.
Ask some
No
questions.
response wherever.
Grandma?
Nothing. No, this one is a.
I guess we can't talk to her yet. I just remember like the longest text dump in the whole game belonging to her. Take that off.
Right to work!
Alright, I guess. Oh, yeah, we got to skill up, eh? What do we want to skill up? We'll skill up Half-Life. Let the body take control. Oh yeah, we need track pants for Kuna. And we know someone who has track pants. Our buddy over here.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man.
Alright,
What's up,
what are you
dog?
hauling?
Time to arrest him.
Ha!
Alright,
they usually get shipped to Grodd and the Oxid.
one of those found
Good pals and
tracksuits?
all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchant.
There's no denying it. Your body needs
Alright, I
to
guess
feel
I can't,
the touch
eh?
of some good performance. The
Alright.
man taps his finger.
It's like
How about the strike?
whatever's going on over at the docks. Some
What is the
pretty
union
wild
demand?
stuff I hear. Like a giant new power crane and half. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up.
Ah, yes. From the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, we gotta go to Wild Pines, yeah.
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Anything else? Yeah, this ain't really my area of expertise. I just do my job and get paid. Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now. Thinking, reflecting, observing.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better.
Alright. But where is that area? Our map sucks and doesn't tell me. I think, yeah, it's up past the bookstore, maybe. That'll be it. Yeah, there we go. We haven't been here yet. Hell yeah, bottle. Wow, there we go. Look at that.
This is a wall on the side of an apartment building.
We're just gonna deal with morale damage ourselves if we fail. Well, if it isn't Kuno S.
Are you trying to sneak up on me? Come to slit my throat? Pig's come to take me out?
If anything, you're afraid she'll take you out one day.
Are you sleeping right now?
Don't get fucking clever with me, pig. You think you're so clever.
I'm pretty clever. Oh, I remember the guy smoking up there. Like a
This
basement or
must
something?
be it.
Yeah.
The basement door is weather-worn. The copper nails holding the upholstery in place have turned green from sea air, and there's a knocker shaped like a lion's head. The royal lion, Guillaume's kitten. This knocker will last a lifetime.
Let's
You
use
try
the
to
key.
be as silent as you can. Finally, the door unlocks. Good job. Let's go now. I'm sure only curiosity could account for stepping over that threshold.
Yeah.
Maybe there's treasure in there.
We're supposed to unlock the
A
door
white
and not do
elevator.
anything else, right?
A
We're gonna
fountain
do
of
something
silver.
else.
As you hold the open door, you can feel the air moving.
Yeah, we're going in. We'll take your pills. Myers, fair-haired fancy heroes with big muscles? Who doesn't? Oh, nice shirt, eh?
A row of mugs sits on the shelf. Each one depicts a human figure. A dark-skinned woman grinning amidst mysterious symbols. A broad-shouldered man shoveling potatoes. A little
Tap on the
ray.
mugs.
Though cheerful, the images on the ceramic make you vaguely uncomfortable.
This is where the racist mug
The
comes from?
images betray a lack of interest in human beings. They are merely unflattering caricatures. The owner of these mugs doesn't like people of other ethnicities very much.
Typical
This
asshole.
person is unhappy. The lieutenant picks up one of the mugs, then puts it back down with a look of disdain.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into this man's apartment.
Yeah. Compare our
Yes,
racist mug.
Your broken mug friend would feel very much at home here. The same humor, the same mocking lines.
There's the missing tin soldier. Whoever lives here might have used the Whirling's container to dump his trash, and now they've drawn the ire of the Union. The plot thickens, as they say.
Perhaps you should break into apartments more often.
Perhaps. Alright, so it might be the same
Who
person?
knows? I'm not expecting too much from this clothes in the trash lead either way. It might turn out to be some random local matter.
Oh, I gotta say it the right way. Gotta say it the detective way.
A nice coincidence.
What does this mean? Maybe nothing. Maybe everything. That's how you gotta say it. Alright, well then there we go. See, our little break-in paid dividends. Oh.
The spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. Your breath grows heavier.
What's with all these bullet holes?
Remnants from the revolution. These are over half a century old.
So no crime happened here. There's
Perhaps
probably
a
execution
crime
squad.
of a sort ages ago. But no, these do not warrant an investigation.
And what can you tell me about
Not
the
much.
revolution?
I don't have a fresh perspective on it.
Okay, Kim doesn't want to talk. Alright, Smoker.
Now they show up?
Oh, Smokey. Tell me what you know.
See a young man on a
Mads
balcony
Mikkelsen looking
nursing
dude.
a cigarette. His eyes have been following you.
Not looking for any trouble, officer.
No trouble for me.
I don't want to be seen talking to the gendarmerie if that's okay. I just want to finish my cigarette.
It's the god of cigarettes and youth. Ask him if he's got anything to spare. Don't let him go. This could be your witness. The balcony has a great view of the whole thing.
The Gendar needs to talk
Is
to
it
you.
really that important?
Like a nervous cat, he keeps stealing looks at the neighboring windows.
All right, but make it quick. Once I finish this cigarette, I have to run.
By God, this young man has the body of a decathlete. His lithe form was practically made for vaulting over the high bar.
Son, do you train?
Occasionally. Why?
You on a track team?
No. I just like to look good.
Yeah, you'd be credit to any track team.
Trust me, I'm not a team player.
All right. Got a good view. What
I can
happened,
tell
bud?
that you finally got him down. Thank you. It was quite a disturbing sight, even by Martinet's standards.
What were you doing last Sunday?
Oh. You already asked me that, didn't you?
Did you? Him?
No, not you two. Some more muscular type.
And when did you speak to this more muscular gentleman?
Muscular.
Last week? I don't know. Look,
You didn't answer the question.
And what were you doing, bud?
I had a friend over.
Had
It
a
was my
friend.
Sunday friend.
Ah, Sunday friend.
A Sunday friend.
You know, wrestling pay-per-views
How
on Sunday,
intriguing.
so have your Sunday friends over.
Makes sense. Friends are nice on Sunday. You don't have to work. You can just spend time with pals, watching rugby and
Alright.
drinking beer.
What's your friend's real name?
He doesn't reply, gesturing no with his cigarette. Someone hides behind a curtain. Those windows have eyes, and those eyes are watching, spying on you three.
Tell me your name.
My name? My name is Martin Martinez.
Martin Martinez, good local
Yeah,
name.
that's fake fucking name.
Let's go with that.
All right, we'll talk
No.
later.
We won't. Now, if you'll excuse me, I really need to get going.
Convince him to stay. +1 workout talk. There we go.
This isn't the place or time for questions. Who knows who might
Hey, listen.
be watching from
Trying to
the
make things
distance,
okay again. Can we
hidden
meet somewhere
behind the
else?
curtains. For a moment, the man on the balcony seems almost vulnerable. Something moves in the depths of his feline eyes.
I am sorry, but I really don't have the information you're looking for.
But, hold on. What's
Oh?
that? For a split second, his hand lingers, as though gesturing towards a stone placed right next to the front door. It's a sign.
Good luck with the investigation.
There we go, giving us hints. I do remember botching my conversation with this guy real bad on my first playthrough many years ago. I definitely did not have that happen.
He's gone. No point
Oh,
in
we gotta run after.
Tenements like these often have multiple exits.
We give
He
up?
could be a witness. Him or his Sunday friend. Either way, we need to look into that muscular. He
Muscular
did
type.
leave us a sign. Did you see that? He wanted to draw our attention to that stone right over there.
Yeah,
If we
rock.
find a way inside the building, we can ask around.
All right. Magic stone, what do you have to offer us?
A stone, like any other.
Turn
There's
it
a
over.
key beneath it, rusty from the dirt.
This must be for the front door.
All right.
Pity doesn't have the apartment number on it. This building has many apartments, and the man can be in any of them.
Are we gonna find the right one?
We'll just have to go in and see.
All right. Start banging on some freaking doors. Let's do it. Ooh, hey, there we go. Let's check our items. Is this better than what we got? Our glasses currently give us stats I don't care about. Oh my god. You're hitting the wrong buttons. Minus authority. No way. What is this? Oh, we got a bum hat. Sick. There we go. And that shirt. +1 logic. Well, that's not better than +1 physical instrument. Alright. Gonna charge our way in. Make some money. A loud rumbling snore comes from within. You should leave, it's scary. The way these mysterious encounters are handled is really captivating to watch. That's why it's such a cool game. I love it, man. Like, I have beat this game before, and I'm seeing a million things I've never seen before. Purely because I just have some different stats.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number on the board says number 11. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters.
Oh, if we had chain cutters, which we do.
Better whip out those cutters. You won't get very far otherwise.
Okay, tool not in hand. Okay. Minus 10. So we could just like Mark Henry that shit and just rip it apart. Ah! Where is tools? Chain cutters. There we go.
This door has been closed with a padlock. A chalk-drawn number.
We're gonna save just to be a bum.
This door has been closed with a padlock. What are you doing? You're trying to cut the body of the lock with the chain cutters, and it's really not working.
Could've worked.
I believe it's the shackle you mean to cut, Detective.
He's just trying to help. Don't take it bad. Relax.
Chain cutters are broken.
Perhaps you should give it another go.
Alright. So, +1, Cam pointed out we're doing literally the wrong thing.
What are you doing?
I believe it's the shackle you mean.
He's just trying to help.
They're
Perhaps you
broken.
should give it another go.
Oh. You know what? No. This is the one time I'm going to do this now. Load game. Is this saves coming? You bet it is. But we failed a 92% chance thing earlier. And I deserve this. I deserve this. Don't judge me.
This door has been closed with a padlock. What are you?
I believe it's...
He's just trying.
Perhaps you should give it another go.
Alright.
The shackle
There we go.
snaps like a twig, and the lock falls to the floor with a little thud.
I deserve this.
After you, Detective.
Ooh. It's kind of nice considering how dingy this place is. This lounge jacket. Critical race theory books. Or
A
critical
plaster
theory.
cast bust depicts a middle-aged man with impressive sideburns. The name
Hey.
of the plinth reads...
I'm a middle-aged man with
Krasmazov.
impressive sideburns. Who is Krasmazov?
He's known as the father of scientific communism, also known as Masovianism. His theories about economic history...
I'm not middle-aged yet. I
greatly
think middle age starts at
influenced,
40.
Some would even
I'm
say
still a couple years
sparked
away.
the anti-centennial revolution.
Why would they have a
The White
bust here?
Star, the photos on the wall. I think we have broken into the apartment of a young communard.
Alright, so
Whoever
let's
lives
touch you.
here definitely shares your enthusiasm. There aren't many communists around, not after the revolution. Some youth still keep the ideology going.
Alright. Real lithograph. Okay, well, let's look at that item we got. What are the stats? Conceptualization. Our conceptualization stat literally might be at a negative right now.
You hear someone walking around inside. Rearrange. The walking stops abruptly. You can feel tension on the other side. A
Again?
poor communard, from the looks of it. The room is barely bigger than a closet.
Do I have to open the door?
Yeah.
Do you have a warrant? I'm not obligated to open the door if you don't have a warrant.
Let's go. We don't have a reason to get...
Later then. Entering this door seems a physical challenge.
Alright. Boom. 3 postcards. Free money. Hey, what have you seen? Firing squad for the rich. No, how about the person?
Give me a moment. The cold never does any good for my bronchitis.
This woman's health is failing her. There's not much to do. Not in this damp.
They call a doctor?
Oh, fine. Fine. Don't you worry about me.
You're still worried. It's very worrying.
Now, what do you want from me, policeman?
Looking for Martin Martinet?
Oh, you'll find plenty of Martins here. Don't you worry.
I'm looking for the real person named Martin Martinet. He told me his name was Martin Martinet.
Brain. Someone played a trick on you. Martin Martinez is a name for anyone who comes from Martinez, like Tim Jamrock or Raoul Ravachol.
Oops. You really didn't get the joke there.
I thought it was obvious. Anyway, officer, we don't have the witness's name.
All right, how about a young male, mid-20s, dark skin, or dark hair, skinny build, smoker?
Yes, yes. I know who you mean. The scrawny boy who's always smoking like the devil.
Somewhere in the building, a child starts crying. You hear a radio tuned to a talk show and someone taking a shower.
What's he in trouble for?
No trouble, just need to talk.
He lives upstairs in room 28.
There we go,
to
now
the
where he is.
balcony.
Thank you. We should go check out his apartment on the balcony.
I got a question.
Ask away, policeman.
Who lives in
No
apartment
one
10?
lives there. It's been empty for months.
Oh, I talked to someone, though.
Impossible. I would know if someone had moved in there. Maybe it's those countercultural people again. Breaking into a house like it's a public space.
There we go, now we got an excuse to break down that door.
Take a look, will you?
Yeah, that's right, baby.
Young people.
Who lives behind the
They're
padlock
one-
doors?
Oh, that one is a scientist, a future scholar. I think he studies astrology at the community college.
Real
Education's
scholar, eh?
good. I always tell
Astrology.
him something to do with all those stars around his door. He asked me to leave his drawings up on the wall.
That's communism, baby.
What now?
For loons, I have no idea how the economy works.
Economy? Why should anyone care about economy?
All right, what about the mailbox
People
overflowing?
come and go. I don't keep an eye on it.
She
we got what
mumbles
we
some
need.
kind of a response.
We got what we need. Permission to break down that friggin' door.
You hear someone walking around inside, rearranging.
Yeah, this
the
apartment's supposed to be
furniture.
empty. Did you break in?
Excuse me? Of course not.
Scare them. Suspected of some big crime. There's no sweet talking your way in there. Be official.
Yeah. I don't need a warrant.
Oh, come on.
That was smart.
Aw. I was kind of hoping to break the door down. Well, well, well. If it isn't... person. Ooh. New shoes. +1 to indirect modes of taxation. Alright, I don't think I got that. A fine mattress. Medicine. You making some
Satisfied?
medicine here?
My name is Marielle Charpentier, and I'm an agent with Martinez Realty Associates. I am not breaking in, as I have every right to be here.
Her voice is really cheerful, despite her obviously hating you.
Do you want to see my ID as well? You can't legally ask for it, but why not? Want to see my residence permit too?
Yeah, I want to see all of
Feels
it.
flimsy in hand, with the words Revachol Zone of Control written under a nondescript municipal logo.
Nice haircut.
Thank you. Do you have any questions? I need to be back in Midtown in an hour.
I glimpsed a foreclosed apartment down the
Oh,
hallway.
that's another huge mess. The former tenant owes us 3 months of rent. 3. We closed the apartment and planned on auctioning off the valuables, but... And again, I have no idea how stupid mistakes like this can even happen. But
I've never even
Ron,
been in
when
this
he came
area.
to close the
All of
door,
this, I never saw this in my
didn't
first
close
playthrough.
the neighboring door.
So preppy. She's probably on some low-grade performance enhancers, like Preptide or Pericanine.
A hole in the wall. Can you believe it? And then the tenant ran off with his stuff. He's gone. The money's gone. Just like that.
My money also
Well,
disappeared.
it does not disappear from my hands. No, I don't let it.
Couldn't have been much. Apartments are pretty
These
shit.
apartments are perfectly fine. They have gorgeous architecture, a million-real view of the bay, good ventilation, neighbors, life, spark.
Yeah,
I'll
they're
tell
bad.
you, Martinez has a future. In a few years, it's going to blossom with artists and creatives and those radio computer wizards.
It's as if they're real wizards, able to resurrect dead real estate and breathe life into bank accounts.
Alright, so what else with the wall?
Don't ask me what happened with the wall. I have no idea how we're going to find the time or resources to fix it. Both apartments are now unrentable. Both.
So what are you doing here then?
I need to get it ready for the next lease, but as you can see, the previous tenant completely trashed the place.
I fuck shit up too.
Ha! Sounds like you've spent too much time undercover in some rock band.
Who lived here?
It was some kind of a moribund old man who used to be a business owner, but that was months ago. Anyway, was there anything you wanted, or is that...
That's it, I guess. Alright, well that's mystery solved there, I suppose. Oh, a door. To the outside. Ooh, items. I like items. This person.
The streets will flow red once more. A great
Wait, I think I remember
rushing
you.
down Rue de Esperance.
The streets will not flow red with anything.
I'm Cindy the fucking Skull. What else do you want to know? Date of birth, blood type, the last time I was tested for Hep C.
Yeah, what's your blood type?
Go where? Accosting a minor?
Listen to your partner, pigman. Keep your grubby hooves off little old ladies.
That smell coming from her paint bucket. It's not paint. It's heavy fuel oil.
What are you doing to the wall? Actually, no, what about that
Red-dyed
oil?
heavy fuel oil, intended for exclusive use in government vehicles, to be...
What did you think I was using? Aquarels? Sucked it out of a cop's fuel tank myself.
She really did it. She's proud of it too.
That's clever cultural commentary.
You ain't seen nothing yet, piggy boo.
What's about the wall here?
Can't you tell? I'm painting a beautiful mural. I haven't really started it yet. I'm waiting for the right words.
Why are you so committed to defacing the building?
This place is severely lacking in havoc. Not even the occasional trash can fire to break up the tedium. I thought I'd mix it up, you know, summon the forces of crime and social chaos.
So you don't know what to write.
Have you ever tried your hand at graffiti-o? When faced with a blank wall, most people write unimaginative stuff, like pigs go home. We rarely see pigs round here, though. Just union cards. And my name's not Mona, so...
She wants it to be something true.
Alright, so I have an opinion on this. Want to hear
Yeah?
it? I love public art.
Thanks. I'm sure the inspiration will come to me now
Alright.
that I have an official RCM stamp of approval.
You've lessened her desire to deface the
Yeah, now you think... See, now the authority thinks it's cool. She doesn't want to do it. What are you looking at?
The lieutenant furrows his brow at another one of your eccentricisms. Hatred, disgust. It's difficult to tell which of the two is more present in her.
I remember a
girlish
rich person on the boat.
features. The woman on the boat does not notice her staring.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on her.
Probably the Wild Pines rep. We should talk to her. You should take the lead. Ask her unexpected questions, you know? Do your thing. Don't be afraid to get a bit wacky.
Good idea, piggies. Run along now.
What about the murder?
I ain't no snitch, pigstein. Go forth and forage in someone else's shit.
Actually, there is a shortage of people who talk to us in a normal, calm, informative manner.
We weren't put on this earth to make your life pleasant, fucko.
Alright.
Watch
See you
your
later,
back,
Cindy.
ungulate.
Have a beautiful day. Now, pursue this box. $2! Oh, fucking dog, dude. What's this door? Ooh. Jeans. Orla Home Laborer jeans. $5? Oh my god. Alright, someone's been in here, but more importantly, what about these jeans? What do my pants currently do? -1 savior fare, +1 electrochemistry. Okay. I'll leave her as it is then. Basically same difference. Alright.
A shift in temperature. The air chills around you. Dust settles on the stony floor. A former architect stands before a slice of window. A room plan in her hand. It's clean and empty, with new tapestry embellishing the walls. A standard HB graphite pencil has fallen off a three-legged stool.
Her face
is red from the cold. She's breathing on her
in your
fingers,
ex-wife or whatever it
clasping
was,
the
can't
plan.
remember.
Traces of sadness are visible in her expression.
The plan.
Faint pencil lines on paper depict the same place, but a missing eastern wall connects the room with the neighboring apartment.
Right, finish that. Oh, we didn't look at there. Someone has torn down the wall. Ooh, we got a fridge. And we got some stuff. Hello, what are you? Ooh! Blue naval coat. +1 suggestion. Oh no, we don't want that. We don't want to hurt our physical stats, especially when our current jacket's like all positives. Yeah, it's all positives. We're just saying Ghislaine. All right. I know we gotta talk to the boat lady, but gotta get in the talk to our bud first here. Where is he? Talk to her. Huh? Is he one of these apartments? Yeah, we were already here. Can't do that. More stairs. Missed that first time. Wait, no, because that's... Of course I missed it. Frick. Is this the stairs we used to get in? The balcony! There we go. That's what we want. I think. There we go. There we go. Look at this. More beautiful money, too. We'll just leave money ever. I found a toonie on the street the other day. As in yesterday. Toonies, $2. I understand someone leaving a nickel or some shit, but not $2. Alright. Is there a door?
This door is made of metal and appears to be reinforced. Number 28. This is where the cleaning lady said the smoker on the balcony lives.
Let's see if anyone's home.
No one answers.
Looks like the young man we are looking for isn't home. I think our best chance to catch him is in the evening. We should return tomorrow after we have finished with our day's work. How about 9 p.m.? Sound good?
Alright, what do you mean?
The smoker on the balcony. This is why we're here, right?
Suddenly, he's a little worried about your memory.
Yeah, tomorrow 9 o'clock.
9 p.m. right here.
Damn. Turns out it's quite tricky finding someone in a big apartment.
Alright, well now we got something to do for tomorrow. Now we can go talk to boat lady. Boat lady, we're coming! What is this? Packages? Oh. Beautiful magnesium. All right. Let's have it out.
A striking woman leans against the cabin top of her sailing boat.
Good afternoon, officers. Joyce L. Messier. I represent the board of Wild Pines, the owners of the harbour. You gentlemen must be from the
Oh, yeah,
RCA.
we gotta weird her out a little bit. What's the L stand for?
Phaeton, my maiden name.
What gave us away?
Nothing, honestly. I've said it to every drunk in town, and you're the first one who's responded.
What is implied here? That you're a drunk?
I'm not a drunk, I'm a police officer.
Of course you're not. It was only a joke.
Right,
I'm
shake her
glad to
hand.
see you here. I was dispatched to handle a strike, not a lynching. Anything I can do to assist the RCM in this matter, I will. Gladly.
That is good to
All right.
hear, madame. My colleague
They're playing
will
along?
take the lead on this
That's good.
interview. I should let you know that he is recovering from an unusual medical episode. Very unusual. But I can assure you of his ultimate competency.
How interesting. I wish...
It's hard to get a read on her precise disposition, but she appears helpful.
All right, you know something about the tattoos?
That's the man
Them
who was
tattoos
killed.
tripping us up.
I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question.
All right. So you know something.
Better not tie the fourth day to the bat's day on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
She wants to answer the question. Protocol keeps her from it.
What about the lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid. The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57, and this is my colleague from Precinct 41, Detective Dubois. I'm afraid Harry doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
Oh, and what happened to yours, Detective?
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
Yeah, remember when I said it had some unusual events? Well,
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
yeah, I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything.
Oh dear. Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia.
You know it.
I don't even know how to respond.
I know
do
what that word
believe
means.
You, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
Of course, I sympathize. But I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more and...
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Yeah, how about we negotiate?
She's a negotiator.
Yeah.
Just float a favor at her. Insinuates.
Surely there must be some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials.
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors.
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason.
They're profiting from this trade.
The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn
Well,
over
I'm
the
the
right
best cop
stone.
alive, so probably.
Or you can recover your badge. Though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
All right. Use us a moment. All right, Kim. What crazy scheme do you got next? How'd you hope it would
Honestly, I
go?
was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance and, not volunteer us to be her henchman.
I thought it was going well.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or
Alright.
she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
All right. So, I'm sorry for putting us in a situation. I'll handle
I'm
it.
sure you will, Detective.
All right, let's get back to her then. Yeah, actually, I'm just going to go all crazy.
Good.
Blah, 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 blah.
What can I help you with?
You seem smart. I need someone to give me a lowdown on this reality
Yes.
we're in.
Reality?
I'm trying to explain. Just give me a lowdown.
No, but please. A little context. We're not in such a hurry.
About that medical episode. I'm having trouble remembering most basic terms of reality.
Ah, yes. The episode. Sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy, now that I think of it.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
We may be here a while then. Ask away, officer.
All right, you're in. Begin with the first one. You'll appear worldly.
What is... A little less than 50-50. We'll try it.
6 kilometers southwest, in the Valley of Dogs, Junior Officer Chad Tilbrook takes aim at a rabid black dog licking its wounds in the grass. To his left, his partner, Emil Mullins, whispers, "You heard what happened to Tequila Sunset?" "Yes, he lost his mind."
And now we're just going kind of crazy.
Fingers on the trigger. "Don't worry, Emil." He pulls it out slowly. "We always do."
What am I?
You? You're an officer of the RCM.
Revachol Citizens Militia?
Preciso Mundo.
And what is the Revachol Citizens Militia?
Nothing more nor less than the de facto law enforcement body of post-revolutionary Revachol, Detective.
Yes, we are the Revachol Citizens Militia.
Are we?
We are.
You said de facto.
Yes, that means not de jure. The RCM acts in what is poetically called the twilight of international law, both at the behest of the coalition government and to its chagrin.
What do you mean?
The RCM's responsibilities are defined by the Emergency, Wayfarer and Aliments Acts, 3 pieces of legislation keeping the city in a, let's be honest, laissez-faire stasis to the benefit of foreign capital.
All 3 are good to know when we are out policing.
So I'm through all the foreign interests?
There's nothing basic about your role, Detective. It's true that the RCM keeps everything the way our seemingly permanent, provisional rulers like it. Yet, on the other hand, I know these people. I deal with them daily. Let me tell you, dear, they are not fans of you.
Why?
The post-revolutionary decade was a disaster for the coalition government. Revachol in the 20s was hell, especially on the west side of the river. Gang warfare, a botched privatization scheme, a nuclear
we do know about the nuclear
meltdown.
Tried to crowdsource a fucking nuclear reactor, didn't work.
They called it the international zone because no nation wanted to claim responsibility. The RCM restored peace where the coalition failed. A true blue citizens' initiative. They will never forgive you.
That's somewhat of an exaggeration. In reality, ours is a mutually beneficial arrangement. Revacholians get to keep the peace in Revachol, and the coalition doesn't have to worry about it. Anyway, sorry to intrude. Please.
Yes, Lieutenant. Permit me to conclude with this. Who you are, to me, is the police. The only legitimate law enforcement authority in Revachol.
Well, thank you.
And if those authorities drink so hard they need help recalling the basic terms of reality, well, I'm here to help.
What is this?
A bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions?
Keep guessing.
Some sort of krill hunter? No, wait. You're an ancient ruin. A symbol of hubris and decay. Half submerged in some salty sea.
A ruin?
Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games.
What's this place?
Ah. This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislaine, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot or 2. A pre-revolutionary tenement.
All right. At least we're getting experience too.
Tenements, you see.
It's good. More experience is more crazy stats.
Bâtiments. After les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta. That was mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off.
Because of the war.
Splat, splat. Wonderful.
Yeah. He's giving her the evil eye. What's that? Point to Cindy the Skull.
The girl in the old lady rags?
Yes.
Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture.
Oh, what's infraculture?
Yes. You and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The music on the radio,
Really
the food
laying
in the
out
chain
basic concepts of
restaurant,
reality,
those
eh?
are all too popular for the girl
That's
in
good,
the
that's
old
what we
lady
want.
rags.
Take pity on
She
us.
prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid.
Now explain
There
the
is
same
no
thing, but to a
refuge.
child.
Young people who dye their hair funny colours and wear old people's clothes are stupid, and their little rebellion is self-defeating.
Yeah.
All right. What next?
What are you?
What I am not is a basic term of reality.
Everyone wants to talk about themselves. She will
in time. What's acute encephalopathy?
It's a neurological disorder caused by lack of vitamin B in the brain.
Oh, vitamin.
Symptoms include
Not
a
vitamin.
retrograde amnesia. It's
How
quite serious.
eruditic of you.
You should get yourself checked out.
She conveys it in short, cold bursts, trying not to invest too deeply in the condition of this doomed.
What causes it?
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
Yeah, the
She
drinking.
nods slowly. What this boils down to is this reality thing is stupid. Blow this joint, grab a bottle, and drain that shit right down your throat.
Yes, and perform autoerotic asphyxiation on yourself with your funny necktie out in the open somewhere.
I'm not doing the David Carradine act, Mr. Necktie.
Wait. This reality thing is the only game in town. It's probably in your interest not to blow it.
Alright. I have somewhere to party right now. Leave. Alright. Let's get back to reality.
She stares at you, head tilted to the side, with a slightly concerned look.
Where are
We're
we?
in Martinez, baby.
Baby.
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
I'm a disco guy myself.
Aren't we all?
What's Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol. A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour. North of, you would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has
Oh, it's Revachol. Revachol's the greater city, yeah.
the great kind.
As if it's self-explanatory. Beyond patriotism. A fact.
History detective. They built this city to resolve history.
And why will it
Our
resolve
part in
history?
it, at least. They say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest. By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men. We are
Why here?
standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people in the middle of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connective tissue. It's where the money is.
So we're the center of the world.
Oh, we're quite a way off. About 22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the Bank of the World building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
To the sea.
Silence. The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time. There is no recognition. Only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
Where are we?
We are where we are.
Oh,
I have no
Jamaivu?
true answer to give, unfortunately.
Thought gained.
This is one thought you need to complete. Where are you?
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
This has been informative. Thank you, man. I'm sure my memory-impaired partner has many more questions to ask, about even more fundamental aspects of reality. Might I suggest not asking them all right now? Messier will be here later too, and tomorrow.
Absolutely. My commitment here is long-term.
Yeah, but I want to be lazy if I don't do it all now?
Of course not. You are already diligent for getting this far, and diligent boys remember where they left off.
Oh, do we?
Indeed. I'm
All right,
always
that's
at
all
your
for now.
service. Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything else?
You're on a boat.
Why, yes I am.
You have a license?
Officer, I assure you I'm a highly qualified pleasure craft operator.
The crowns of her teeth are porcelain, white as the boat's hull as she smiles. Qualified pleasure craft operator.
Yeah.
So charming. Where's the damn license?
I just renewed its safety inspection last month, officers. It is completely seaworthy. In fact, it's taken part in not one, but two insulindic regattas.
Yeah, so, the license, please?
Actually, you don't.
I'm pretty sure you do. I'm the police.
It is a little known fact among those who police that the Wayfarer Act specifically denies the RCM the authority to demand anyone's operator license.
Yeah, that's more like the Anarchy Act.
No need to politicize this. You may still ask for the lady's passport.
You need to save face if you want her respect. Demand that passport.
Give me your passport now.
Of course.
Look at the passport.
Woman is silent, smiling while the waves lap against the hull. In your hand, under the plastic, the woman, born in the year 3 in the commune of Revachol, smiles at you.
Your name's Rejoice?
Yes. But please don't call me that.
Why?
Joyce is much more efficient.
She doesn't like it. Probably a bad memory. Mean girls at school or some ancient lover.
You're from Vesper?
My husband is. I have dual citizenship. A Vespertine
Okay,
is
everything's been in
happier when
order,
traveling.
I
She
guess.
nods and returns the plastic bag
I
to her
guess. All right, boat have a name?
The boat? No. It is called Cordelati 19 because that's the type of sloop it is.
The word "it" feels strange. Such a beautiful boat deserves a proper name. A breeze ripples through the sails and tugs at your hair. Below, the sleek, fish-like shape of the hull.
Yeah, your boat needs a name.
Okay. How about Cordelati 19?
No.
Because it was manufactured in Revachol East by a company called Cordelati, and its hull is 19 paces
How about
long.
the sleek fish?
What?
The sleek.
I think I'll stick with the factory name. But thank you.
What kind of
It's
boat
a
is
pleasure
it?
craft. A 19 pacer.
All right, we ran
sloop.
through that.
I like it a lot. It's the eel's hips, baby.
I'm enjoying this part of the interview. It has so little to do with the murder we're investigating.
You told me to get weird on her.
I really do, the lieutenant thinks. Is she thrown off yet? He's looking at the woman, assessing her.
All right, not a lot of people on boats, are there?
We're on an archipelago. How else are you supposed to get around?
Wait, what?
Yes, we are.
We are?
We are on Le Caillou.
Hi, I thought we were in Revachol.
We are. And the city of Revachol is on the island of Le Caillou.
And I haven't seen no more of the
I
boats
haven't
besides
seen
you.
anyone else drive a souped-up Capri Canema motor carriage either.
Actually, that motor carriage has been specially issued to serve as a patrol and pursuit vehicle. It's for crossing long distances in the greater Revachol industrial harbor. It's not a toy.
Neither is this. A toy, I mean. It's a machine for crossing long distances in the Bay of Revachol.
She's having a good time arguing against the law.
Yeah.
Too good, perhaps.
All right, I got a handle on the boat. What about the strike?
Everything. Right up to, but not including, trade secrets.
Well, I want to hear
you'd
trade
have to
secrets.
repeal the Emergencies Act of Trade in Aliments. That gives me the right to silence. It's quite the octopus.
I'll kill the
Good
octopus.
luck is only kept in place by the vested interests of half the civilized world, including your own.
What the ma'am means is that the Emergencies Act and the RCM both get their authority from the coalition government.
But I am derailing us. You wanted to know about the strike.
Now, what's your
I
role?
believe the official title
I don't
is
think we can weird
Senior
her out.
Labor Negotiator. In practice, I'm a grocery clerk. I relay the union's demands to Wild Pines and return with Wild Pines' counteroffer.
And how are the talks going?
They're not. That's the problem. The union stopped all negotiations. Now they won't even let me into the harbour. There's a 2-meter-20 racist behemoth blocking the gates.
Oh, Measurehead.
Yes. Jean-Luc Measurehead.
Oh, he beat his ass, though. Howard talks home before
I
lynching.
was not making the kind of progress I'd hoped for when I first arrived.
And when did you first arrive?
I arrived 3 weeks ago. Yes, in the middle of February. The bay was still partially frozen then. I prefer to do these things on site.
You talk all smart,
like
but
the
you still said
RCM.
February.
But the strike
February.
began in
Thank you very much,
December.
lady. There's an R there. Thank you.
I wasn't the original negotiator here. I took over after Mr. Gaumont hit a wall with Mr. Clare, the union boss. Mr. Clare refused to speak with Gaumont despite concessions he'd granted the union in prior negotiations.
This isn't the first time the union has gone on strike.
Heavens, no.
Union's a bunch
There have
of
been 2 prior strikes.
silly
Both
people.
times the union won significant concessions.
Oh, did you put the
including
scabs at the
overtime
gate?
pay. The scabs? You mean the huddled masses of Jamrock come to plead for work where the union refuses to? If they were organized by Wild Pines or its affiliates, then it would be a company secret. I could not share it with you. Not, of course. How else can I help?
I've talked to Everett Clare.
You have? And how did you like Mr. Clare?
Finally, time to choose
Yeah.
sides.
The beautiful man. Beautiful and just. The hero of the workers' movement. He's a rainbow socialist. I can do business with him. Not champion I've chosen, but just swear fealty to you and the cause of capital. Okay. He's a beautiful man, though. Oh, we're trying to get on our good side, I guess.
What? Oh, I am afraid you have misread the situation, Detective. This is not some feudal conflict.
Isn't it, though?
And if it were a conflict, the RCM would not pick sides. My colleague's unusual approach to police
it's absolutely
does not represent the organization.
a conflict.
Well, I can't stop you, can I? Just understand that I don't expect you to share anything he told you with me. I'm not a corrupt verm myself.
Oh, okay, there we go. So maybe we
However,
do a little
if
info
you felt like
exchange.
passing some information, how could I stop you? Are we not human? Are we not curious to hear another person's take? It's only natural. We would only be gossiping.
Tell her she'll like you for it.
Oh, there you
Yes, your disgusting necktie agrees completely. Let's gossip.
go. I helped him turn up the heat on the borscht.
Did you now? What sort of borscht is he making?
Kind of makes the strikers drunk.
The strike brew. That's a classic. And by turn up the heat, I presume you mean why, if I may ask? Why make them more drunk? Aren't they corked enough already?
Yes, Detective. What were you hoping to accomplish with this strange thing?
Set fire to the fumes of struggle.
Very curious. A very curious thing to do.
Truly. But that's how he operates. He just does things, man. And then talks about them, even if it's inappropriate.
A strange equanimity has overtaken the lieutenant. He's just going with the flow now. Easier that way.
What else?
He's helped me find my gun.
That's so helpful of him.
The lieutenant looks at you, and you can swear his jaw
Kim's not happy.
is trim. When I said be wacky, I didn't mean wildly, grossly irresponsible and damaging to the RCM.
And conventional police officers sometimes lose their guns. They then go around and tell people about this, to gauge their reactions. It's all part of...
It's all part of being a detective.
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going?
Yeah, he
Has
says
this
it's almost ready to be
detecting
found.
Did he now? Well, then it should be any day now. Unless, of course, he's lying to you. Anyway, was there anything else you've heard?
That's it for now.
Of course, Detective. Should something come up later down the road? Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
So we still haven't loosened her up, eh? Wild Pines, what do you do?
We do. I'm afraid I don't speak for Wild Pines as a
What
whole.
do they do?
The Pines' core competency is logistics.
Yeah. I don't think we've
Container
weirded out
shipping,
enough. We still got to
freight,
do our
that sort
thing.
of thing. See those airships there, blinking? Those are the shipping side of things. And that is the terminal. Another subdivision deals with energy, oil and gas exploration, offshore
How
platforms.
much money they got?
I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last year, the company booked more than 20 billion real.
So give me some money.
Billion?
A billion? That's it? I thought it was supposed to be big time.
And to think, there are years when the group books losses in the billions. Walpines employs 72,000 people, all of whom have families that depend on their salaries.
All right,
It is
where do they get all these
from when
billions?
They started. as an exploration and cargo fleet conducting trade between the Samaran and Insulindian Isolas 250 years ago, when pine ships explored the South Seminese and charted Lomantanga on behalf of the suzerain. Centuries of care, deliberation, and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels
What's it got to do with all
pass through-
this?
You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners? Who are responsible for moving 8% of the world's cargo?
Yeah. Quite the
There
endeavor.
are no minor cogs in the system.
15 nil. We
Each
got another
terminal
thought here.
must be accounted for, lest the entire system break. Every hiccup in such a system means thousands lose their jobs, the world over. I'm here to assure that doesn't happen.
With your help, hopefully, says her warm tone.
All right. What about this drug
It's
trafficking? We're
quite
not going to beat her.
straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle
Ingredients
Right,
for
right.
what?
meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL, and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Shit, yeah, baby. It's the party pipeline. Why would you want to shut that down?
Why are you trying to shut down the party pipeline?
I assure you, officer, these are not the sort of parties you'd want to attend.
I don't want to shut down the party.
She has no idea what kind of parties you've been to.
The materials from Samara to Revachol through the terminal.
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter.
Wild Pine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Says
We're in logistics. It's our business to know.
All right. And you want us to investigate?
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still, every chain has its weak link.
And we're going to need bolt cutters?
Unlikely, officer. I'm talking about the lorries. Once the ingredients reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers, well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they
So
may
we got to
be-
catch them in transit.
Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment. I'll be explicit. If you find this driver,
You'll be indebted to her, in a way. But one step ahead of the Union in another.
All right. We'll do
Yes?
it. We'll do it.
excellent. It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I suspect the traffic jam won't disperse for a few more. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of course.
All right, lady. You win. But I win too because I get to level up. My rhetoric is we got a bunch of zeros here. Put one in suggestion. There. Derealization. And the 15th indubitably. Hang on a second. I'm going to cheat. I don't know what these stats give, so I'm going to look it up on Google. Give me 1 second here, because if they have cool bonuses, I'll research them. And if not, then to hell with them. All right. Jamais-vu gives +1 EXP for every orb clicked, so it's purely bonus. That's not bad. And 15th in window. 10 cents for every glean orb clipped. Alright. Well, then we'll do Jamais-vu because it'll just get us more level ups faster, basically. Because experience is king. Alright, now let's go hassle these friggin' people in their cars. Let's go hassle the hell out of them. Oh, it's already 1 o'clock in our game time. I burned through half the day there. Hey, so you
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man.
you know about
What's up?
drugs?
Ah, man. Me and
Oh,
narcotics
this is our
go
buddy.
way
I
back.
don't think he's got drugs.
Had some good times surfing the psychic waves of my own consciousness, you know? But
Yeah.
those days are behind me. There are other addictions in my life now.
Just be straight with him.
All right. I'll be straight with you. You've been honest with us, so.
We have a credible lead, sir. Someone on this roundabout is waiting for a bulk shipment from the harbor to load it on their lorry and drive it to Jamrock.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble.
All right. Who do you think could be
Look,
doing it?
man, I try to stay away from the criminal underbelly of Revachol.
All right. Not you. I'll trust you for now. Keyword now. Oh, is it a crazy lady?
The woman still has her eyes fixed on the photograph.
If
Tap
you
your
want her
fingers.
attention, you may need to be more forceful.
Tap your fingers twice.
Where am I? Who are you?
The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by the wary aspect of a cornered beast.
I mean, you could tell me that.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in that traffic jam in the 50s.
What's so bad about the
The men have
50s?
the small jaws and everything is made out of plastic. Why do you need plastic when you can make the world out of amber?
When else would you be then?
Back in Methka, during the time of the revolution, the sidewalks and cafes are filled with young people. Until you came along, that is.
All right. So I take it you were in Mexico when you were young?
Someone was.
Yeah, someone. Those are not your memories?
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not? They're beautiful. That is all that matters.
She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought, as if the past will one day wipe the present away, like a
Who's
tidal
Gabriel
wave approaching.
Bunguero?
Is Gabriel Buenguerro.
A strikingly handsome man looks straight at you, his head crowned with a wide brim hat. This man's got a hold over her, even 50 years later. You can feel it.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of cinema whenever he came on the
Sorry to
screen.
interrupt your dreaming.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, Loman. It was early spring, and the man behind the black sun had just come out. While you, people, were tearing each other apart over your petty little
Petty
revolution.
rebel. It was amazing revolution.
Why not, Harife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
Now, what are you hauling?
Diamonds.
Illegal drugs? Diamonds,
Of
really?
course not. But
Yeah, what are you really hauling?
things they put in the lorry, I imagine.
You don't know what you're
I
hauling.
quit concerning myself with that a long time ago.
She says that as if something narcotic is the real reason.
All right. You get high off driving a lorry?
Oh, it's so much more than a high where I go, Harife.
Oh, it's
low.
low.
I
Low.
go to the bottom.
Yeah, it's definitely some kick. Some terrible kick in the dark. A sleep kick. Perhaps you can find out later.
So what if
Then
cargo
it's
contraband?
Loman, what? Do you want to take an old woman in? Be my guest. Lock me away like Bad Hand Hermenegildo.
All right, you seem
She's
away.
just a distracted old woman. We should maybe let her get back to her things.
You hear that, Loman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me.
What's that, Kim? What's
Nothing.
up?
I just don't think she's connected to anything.
He's worried, but not for her. For you. What is it about this woman? If she's not connected to anything?
Could you drive a lorry if you get like that?
Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best camioners around. Lomonosov's Land, Udashnaya Zemlya, the Western Plain,
A terrible cold comes over her, rattling her teeth.
the Transcatolia Magistral. You for 1A. Adestradas du Mirador. All the good ones. The deep trenches. Where the
I'm
bluebirds
something of
fly.
an expert on blacking out.
You're right, Loman. I'm the one who should take my health more seriously.
A correct appraisal. You're quite shabby.
Is that all you woke me up to say?
All right, you seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about
What
drugs.
do I need drugs for, Loman? What I see, what I feel. The great adversary. No drugs can
What about the
compare.
adversary?
Yes. There is a protagonista and an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary.
I don't like the sound of any of that. Sounds like a horrible drug. The worst one of them all.
Where could I get my hands on experience like
If
that?
you don't know,
I want somebody
you're
hauling?
man, low man. What of it?
Alright, are you smuggling drugs or Terminal
Maybe.
B?
Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way.
Yeah,
Just this month,
yeah.
I made half a dozen trips from
You don't know what you're
Saranisa to
doing.
Rat. And the U41A. What do you think they take?
Drugs?
No, low man. Time.
Damn this. Make her answer.
You making fun of me right now?
I would never make fun of a real low man, Sheriff.
Ma'am, you're not responsible for what the client puts in your lorry, as long as the seals are not opened. We officers know that.
Lay off her.
Alright, if you had to guess who's smuggling the drugs.
Easy. It's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet.
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
Alright. Not involved drug trafficking, why are you still here?
Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to music, or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the futures of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this jamboree. Or I can just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will.
I think we're done here, no?
Yeah. Alright.
Yes, go.
Bye-bye. You following some drugs, buddy? No? What about you, pal? Oh yeah, we still gotta report back that we opened the door.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you now?
Alright. Kuno says you know about the armor.
The little boy had the good on his promise. To get me into trouble. To sick the pigs on me.
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official Union probe, you know.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere and it serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there.
Well, what'd you learn about the armor?
That people don't want to talk to a drunk Union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part.
What Kuno uses to scare
It's
you?
a minor nuisance. It's all good.
He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way. Sweeter then.
Alright, talking technical stuff. What about
I did
that?
some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material science, just how it comes off.
How does it come off?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much
Yeah,
hassle.
you lost our chance to get the
More
boots.
like a job for some militia. I guess you won't be collecting them all then. That's less work for you at least.
I'll find
Nice
this
and
one.
balanced. Some junior officers can take care of the rest.
Smart choice. It's only that one spot you need armored too. The one the bullet hits. Good luck if you go for those boots though. You'd have an easier time wresting the spurs off a boyadero than get
Alright, thank you.
If you see that kid, thank him from Call Me Mañana. Thank him for showing me the way.
He is sincerely grateful. He is not tracking down pieces of armor right now.
Alright, what about the Hardy
Those
Boys?
Ardis? They're an independent militant group. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that. Except it's Everard's law.
Is he actually comparing you, an officer of the law,
Yeah.
to some neighborhood vigilante?
There's only one law friend, and that's me.
Why not? Must be nice being something else for a change. The rest of us are just folks.
Alright, what about that mug
Yeah,
collection there?
The janitor who gave me
Racist
the key to
mugs.
his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole.
Yeah, the mugs represented antiquated social values.
Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but the bossman said he's a real piece of work.
Alright, alright. Good talking to you. about this?
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam.
Alright. Already looked there. So... He didn't say a skinny guy. Oh, we haven't talked to this dude.
Looking for something, Hunt? Come to tell me to fuck off again?
I found this in the trash. Racist mug, yours?
Oh man, that's great. Look at that guy go. Haven't seen anything that funny in a while. God,
yours?
Man. Thanks for that, but no, it's not mine.
What's your sense on drugs there, bud?
They're shit, man. I don't let anything pollute my body.
He says as he smokes.
You know where that shit comes from? Sarah Miriza, Safre, Ilmara. They take the money from our local junkies here and then use it to outcompete us in the manufacturing sector. They know they can't beat us in a fair fight, so they have to get us to weaken ourselves somehow. It's racial sabotage, racial economic sabotage.
So you're not smuggling drugs?
Not in, not out. I'll never betray the purity of my tribe.
So you're telling us that you don't know anything about drug smuggling through Terminal B?
I don't know shit. And if I did, I wouldn't tell you.
Yeah, why are you hanging out here?
What do you think? I can't leave the lorry unguarded. Stuff's been getting looted lately. It's those little kips sneaking around at night. If they touch my stuff, the boss...
There was a bunch of spilled boxes in the back of a big lorry nearby.
I did see one lorry with the trailers open here. Do you know what happened?
Yeah, I knew that guy. He was an honest driver who loved this country. We were having a good debate about genetics at the Wheeling in Rags when some kip boys smashed his lock and took
lost his job,
everything. Lost his fucking job. Since he left, I haven't had anyone to talk to.
Bad for him, I
It's
guess.
a fucking travesty is what it is.
If you're not running drugs, who is?
Isn't it obvious? Fucking Sealang. That beady-eyed South Samaran. His little side business is a scam. He's a Samaran guy who likes to pretend he's some kind of businessman. Really, he's just selling...
that guy who was selling
It smells
the shades?
like apricot and oil.
Yeah. Yes.
Looks like I offended your partner there. Too bad his tribe are natural liars.
I wouldn't be so sure, but...
Guess so.
Alright. There we go. Let's go back down here. Yeah, dude was selling shades and shit.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer. 100%.
Okay, I don't want to do that.
There are clothes.
Don't be shy. These are
You find your hands deep in...
economical but also trendy. Look firsthand, buy secondhand. Keep the economy moving.
Alright, can we compose ourselves a look?
Something cold grazes your hand. Synthetic and sleek. A windbreaker. Surf, this jacket is the apex of human evolution. The moment at which man became weatherproof. Practical, and yet it may deaden your senses to the world around you. Possibly because of the awful typeface.
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's all...
Yeah, we don't need that. What about over here?
You see two lowly, defeated speakers, thralls, slaves.
I can see you with taste for luxury, officer.
A pair of found...
Those sneakers, mister. Those sneakers are the latest found sneakers.
Those are actually good
Super rare,
sneakers.
Super fine, super...
These
Can't afford that shit.
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the sneakers.
I already looked at the sneakers.
Then look at them again. These are the premium lifestyle sneakers, officer.
Why can't I buy the speakers?
No way, officer. These aren't for sale. They're bad speakers. Low-fi socialist junk.
Alright, I don't have time for junk. I lead a luxury life.
That's right, officer.
Alright, now it's time to question you directly.
You see
about the
a
drugs?
Samaran street vendor surrounded by a motley assemblage of goods. When he realizes you're looking at him, his face breaks into a wide, welcoming grin. The name Sileng is embroidered over his breast pocket. market.
Happy shopping, officer. Everything's cool here.
It's so cool.
Everything's cool.
Oh, everything's
the goods are cool. The customers are cool. The place is cool.
From out on the bay, a cool wind gathers. It sweeps into the city, tugging at the textiles.
You're
right.
very cool. Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, that's right. Bang, bang, bang. Think I'm cool?
Oh, yes. You got style. You got personal style. You like premium menswear. Look around and browse.
I do, but I don't got the
Everything
money.
looks cool on a guy like you.
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions.
0 stat. What's your stance on drugs, bud?
I don't go in for that, officer. Drugs ruin lives. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty
Yeah, how about trafficking drugs there, bud?
So cool. You investigating the local drug trade like some cool narc? But
I am. Coolest
I'm
narc.
not a lorry driver. I'm just a street vendor. Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him. He has an agenda against me because I'm an immigrant who works harder than he does.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and he's an asshole.
Realizing he can't get out of it.
Yeah.
Smart man.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This
My sources
is my
tell me you're the one
dream.
transporting the drugs.
No! That's insane! It's the fat hater. He's been eyeing me for a week and he sent
Nah,
you
stop
here.
squirming.
Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy.
And what crowd is that?
Crowd. You know, the drug crowd.
There's more here.
Yeah.
He's afraid of this crowd, whoever they are, more than he is of the racist lorry man.
You're wasting my time. Tell me who the fuck is transporting the drugs.
Shush, please. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please, don't get me into this mess. I spent 15
You don't want to get in the mess.
years
You have to
working
give
my
us a
way up.
reason to move on.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her. The way they talk about her, she's no lady.
Interesting. Could this driver be connected to the Hardy Boys?
She associated with the Hardy Boys?
I don't know. I'm not local.
The pale driver?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I haven't gone near her.
It could be. She was strange.
Who are the other drivers
All
to talk?
of them. I don't know. I told you
What
all I
do
know.
you know, buddy? Jesus.
Are we cool now?
Who exactly is talking about this lady driver of yours? The racist or the other one with the tattoos?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out with them. I don't remember who has tattoos.
Okay, we're cool now.
All right. I scored. Let's cap this off with a purchase.
Nah, we're not doing that. Alright, so now we gotta look for a lady. Talk to the people along the way.
Still here. Stuck in this damn jam, my man.
Yeah. I heard one of the drivers
up?
is a woman, but I don't think she's here. No lady driver?
I don't want to talk about that.
I do. I don't mean to pry, but I need your help. You've been a good
I was
guy.
hoping it isn't going to be her. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker. And I don't know where she is.
What's she look like?
A youngish woman. Gruff, but in a cool way.
What color hair?
Blue and violet. Died. It was violet when she got here. Blue before she went.
Who is this person? What's her
Thank
name?
God I don't know. People here call her the lady driver. She kept her name a secret.
Who's
From
she to
me
you?
A friend? An acquaintance. I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's
you
someone
said
I
you
don't
know
want
nothing
to
about the drugs, bud. Now you do know about the drugs.
I didn't, man. I told you I was hoping it's not her.
He still is. Hoping. It's just wishful thinking on his part. Not trickery.
Damn, I don't want to... Please just let it go.
We can't just let it go.
That's
Well,
how
he's
it always
business.
is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation. The girl's troubled.
It won't come to that.
I don't
maybe she
believe
stopped
you.
dealing drugs. Believe us, it really is.
I just can't, man. I'm not naive. She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over. And you're looking for a way out.
She shared this with you?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her.
I told everyone's afraid of her. You're not?
I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Did this violent life include drug trafficking?
Well, it looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind.
Did you leave her Lori behind?
Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her, or were afraid of her.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman, for one. Push Tommy, and it will break his heart and his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals. Now is not the time to focus on feelings. You need that info, sir.
That's right.
It's right here. The answer is right here.
Okay.
You just need to ask him. Come on, do it.
All right, she's a suspect. I need you to tell me where she is.
I thought you were a different kind of cop.
My cop gets results, Tommy.
The realization that you've used his friendliness and goodwill for your own. Remember, you're doing it for the bigger investigation. This is important. Relax.
Where is she?
Here. Lori's still here. Down past the statue of Philippe. The cabin is green. You can get in there with these. That's all I know.
When did she leave?
Last Friday.
All right. Why do you have the keys?
She left them to me. Because she trusted
Come on,
me.
Tommy.
So I can
can
get
still
it
be
out of the way
friends.
when the jam breaks loose. Otherwise...
The other drivers would have to tow it or break in to get the machines moving.
All right. Where's she
No.
now?
I don't know.
Sorry I had to do this.
I bet you are.
And he's sorry he couldn't be what he wants to be. A good person. His last line, his revenge.
All right,
Thank
let's
you
go.
for your cooperation, sir. I know it was hard, but you did the right thing.
You don't really think so.
I really do. If I didn't, I wouldn't be in the RCM.
All right. So, then the green lorry. Which one's the green lorry? Where's Perhaps it's this green one over here. That's a little cop intuition right there.
This green found, A to Z, Contemporain, is parked in the shadow of the ruins.
This is the one our man pointed to.
All right, lock the door.
Push the key into the lock and turn. It makes a cracking sound. The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century. One of them particularly catches your eye. A centerfold of an ingenue attached right above. The actress is draped in a sheathed dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of an autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. A feeling of tenderness washes over you. A longing even, perhaps. And gentle tragedy. Wait, doesn't she resemble someone you know? But you can't put your finger on whom exactly.
Enough.
The actresses and the rear actor all smile you a warm goodbye.
Radio.
Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key has been removed.
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least.
Yeah, why would anyone need so many radio stations?
For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example. This
You
is
know,
all
I know we all need
short
80s,
of
90s, and
UK.
whatever for music, but...
Looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center of a huge operation. With quite a range, too.
Anything we can do?
Doesn't look like it. It's
the smell of 1,000 cigarettes.
Check the pedals.
You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like the few tools lying around here. A hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench have been casually thrown there by the disorganized driver. But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper has been glued to the throttle.
Why would you glue a piece of sandpaper to the pedal?
Sandpaper?
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front, and a pull-out
toolbox
slides out from the seat. It's empty.
Oh,
It's
newspaper,
an issue of Petty Ferric from last Wednesday. A piece of paper falls out from it. Looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine. Complex mathematical equations explain the basics of something called the ULAN frequency system. These formulas look oddly painful. Maybe it's the
non-Euclidean
hangover,
formulas.
but they give you a headache.
The ULAN frequency system? I've never heard of that before. I know of FM, AM, UKV, but...
The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. The rest is as it was. Ready to close the rusty oak.
Great. I think we got everything. A word, detective?
Right before we return to this. What do you plan?
All right, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found.
All right, what do you think of all this, Kim?
Honestly, I'm quite worried by what we've seen so far. The evidence seems to point to a rather extensive and well-organized operation. I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations.
Seems to have a whole network going on.
Looks like this alleged drug trade casts a wide net. I'm not sure what the ULAN frequencies are all about, but they may hold some significance. Perhaps it's a better way to connect between fleets while avoiding frequency bleed, or maybe it's used to tap into RCM networks.
Listening in on your calls between you and your station.
What about the movie posters?
As elegant as they are, I don't think they are relevant to the drug trade.
Don't be fooled. Desire always plays a role.
Yeah, a lot of women there, especially for a lady driver's cabin.
Yes, well...
Unimportant.
Anything connected to the Union?
We didn't find anything conclusive linking them to the smuggling operation. But somehow, I doubt that Everard Clare would be oblivious to something like this happening right under his nose. My suggestion is, we use it against the Union in any way we can, to our own ends.
Alright.
It's a slippery hill, but we just might be able to pin them down, indirectly.
RCM open an investigation into this?
We should return to the murder case. See what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, I call my station and suggest our narcotics department look into it. There are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation, sometime later when we are done here. We do not want to get caught in that.
What are you thinking?
The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. An investigation, I mean. Especially if the Madrid grouping is involved, and I can't imagine they aren't. It's certainly worrisome. All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. Debrief
Alright.
over.
Autosave. Let's go report our findings. Was there fast travel in this game? I legit don't remember. Tasks. I don't think there is. Oh, we gotta go back to the apartments too tomorrow. I guess we don't need fast travel that much. Not that far away. I legit can't remember if there is fast travel though. Alright, we'll do her, then we'll go back to the Union boss. And let him know that we know what's up.
You're back. Good. What
All
can I
right,
help
spoke to
you
the
with?
lorryman.
Yes, my eyes on the harbour have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered?
Yeah, where are these eyes located?
It doesn't really matter. And I do apologise for the surveillance. Wild Pines can't afford to be blind at a time like this. In any case, it's a relief to know someone has looked into it. If I may ask, will there be an official investigation? I assume you discovered there is an operation.
The lieutenant is about to interject. Cut him off. This decision should be yours.
I will decide.
Exactly. But what?
We quite turned up a few interesting things.
Ah, good to hear. I wouldn't
great
want to pry
many
into a
things.
confidential police matter, but in the event you'd like to share more, I would like to know who it was.
Be very careful what information you're gonna share with her.
Alright. It's possible there's a connection to La Puta Madre.
What is La Puta Madre?
Better not to frighten you, ma'am.
Frighten me? I'm not frightened easily, but I understand some things are better.
Alright,
for the
so
police
she's
to
not
keep to
a
themselves.
master of all languages, I guess. Alright, seems the architect operation's gone missing.
A runaway? Good work. This is a tangible lead towards solving the whole mystery.
And a vintage movie stars.
We contain multitudes, do we not? It might not be pertinent to her profession, but who knows? It may help you find her yet.
She means you know her closer now. In some way, you know her soul a bit.
Alright, it's a she, by the way.
Clever. If you suspect a woman in this sort of skullduggery, good move on their part.
Alright, we can tell her
That
this.
speaks of the vastness and sophistication of the operation. Were you able to examine the radio?
The dial was missing.
Sensible for her to disable access to such essential information.
I don't think we'll tell her about the ULAN frequencies, though. I told you what
I
we found.
appreciate you placing your trust in me. Thank you again for looking into this matter. Now, per our original agreement,
There
it's
you go.
time
You don't
for
need
me
to know
to
about
share
the
company secrets
weird
with you.
frequencies.
I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it.
The words bloodbath sound cold in her mouth. They taste of iron and strawberries.
What about this bloodbath?
Yes. I'm afraid this strike may descend into a small-scale civil war, with possible consequences for all of Rivershoal West.
Since you are sharing, ma'am, this is also the RCM's worst-case scenario.
Then we're on the same page. As grim as
Alright.
it may be.
Next between lynching and the strike, but I need your testimony.
I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy a private military contractor
Right, that's
as
the
an
rapist.
insurance measure. They called
Yeah.
it my security detail.
Momentary lapse of
They
faith?
were dispatched after I relayed the union's initial offer. Every worker a member of the board. I tried to convince my employer it was simply a piece of rhetoric and not a serious demand, but the stridency of it seems to have spooked them. Absolutely
security
not.
detail?
These mercenaries are muscle, pure and simple. They are meant to intimidate the Union into surrendering.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenell, an Oranese military company.
Yeah.
As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically, but they do not answer to me. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have trauma and stressor disorder, and no idea how to conduct themselves in an urban civilian environment.
Yeah, I'd say that.
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the Colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. He was taken out
Yeah.
behind the whirling in rags and lynched. Last Sunday night. Nothing.
What then?
Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2 Crenell contractors carry out their orders, for now.
No.
It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching. Once this investigation is concluded, executions will follow.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants.
It'll be all of them. The decision is already made.
Boy, oh boy, that won't be good.
It's not good. No. My only hope is that you provide a single concrete suspect before the mercenaries indiscriminately pick theirs. Simply put, if you don't pin this on someone good, and do it fast, they will identify and execute everyone present at the lynching. This in turn will force the Union to respond.
They would have to project strength and power.
The Debardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a Hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant? It's not pretty. These men work in tandem using semi- and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all. As I said, a bloodbath.
Alright, so super soldiers.
Maybe a good bloodletting is just what Martinez needs. Houses drenched in red, blood gushing down Rue de Saint-Cispar. The whole place mopped with a giant red rag. Fresh bullet holes for all the old buildings.
Yeah, wash it nice and clean.
Clean. Yes. Nothing will grow here for 20 years. Crenel will send in gunships and the coalition government will follow suit.
Confrontation perhaps inevitable.
It doesn't have to be like this. Nameless, badgeless officer of the citizens' militia. One single concrete suspect delivered into civil court, and I may be able to defuse this situation.
Where are the remaining
They've gone
mercs
to
now?
ground, as it were. I don't recommend seeking them out. For one, they're almost certainly armed to the teeth. They don't have the same respect for the Revachol citizens' militia as I do. To put it bluntly, they think you're vigilantes. Ghetto savages. It will not be a fruitful meeting.
Vigilantes. You're a professional officer of the only legitimate authority in Revachol. You should show those meatheads exactly how savage you really are.
I get my authority from the coalition. Where do they get theirs?
Somehow, I doubt that lecturing them on the legitimate use of force will persuade them to stand down.
Or confront them directly.
Did you miss the part about ceramic armor and automatic weapons, Detective?
That is a bad idea. One I won't be a party to.
Wow. So I have a 0 skill, but even then I have 50-50 chance. +1, scab leader, murder, bad reply. +1, closed in fit. Oh, scab leader is probably one of them.
This is so embarrassing. You have no idea. There's something wrong with your brain. Luckily, the lieutenant still has his.
Ma'am, with all due respect, I've been around Martinez, and there's a giant hulk of a man in ill-fitting clothes at the harbor gates. Mr. Right to Work.
Not a terribly good actor, that.
And the other must be in one of the 4-story buildings overlooking the roundabout. He or she was reporting back to you while we
These
were...
Kim's got the brains. I got the bronze.
That would afford a good vantage point. Still, I hope you heed my advice. There's no need to kick the hornet's nest.
How much time have we got?
Until the executions start. Truthfully, I don't know. It depends on their progress identifying the members of the lynch mob and their impatience.
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative.
5 days, not more. Maybe sooner.
It's a matter of days, not weeks.
Alright, so... Yeah, enough for now. The other stuff we know.
The bearer of bad news.
Oh, yeah, now we can talk about the tattoos.
Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
For about half a minute, in silence.
It was taken with a trigette not long ago. This is the man's upper body.
Right.
There were no more markings on his hands or legs.
Stay quiet.
Her mouth is relaxed. The accordion lines near her mouth vanish. The pearls of her eyes move slowly on the photo's surface.
What do you think?
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these points. I can't. But that's how you read this story. The points themselves don't have letters, numbers, anything. Their size, location on the body, and distance from each other tells you what they represent.
Like blooms in a pattern?
Close. Port cities. This is an Oronese map of the waterways, a sailor's tattoo worn by wayfarers of the Dolorian century. Over 300 years ago, the sailors would mark their bodies to map their travels.
Alright, so what travels did the dead man
Quite
make?
a few. Vredefort, the Oronese capital, traditionally stands on the right shoulder.
What next?
Then he made his way to the Pretto Grande, through what I think must be the Stutz Canal, an artificial channel through the Occident. From the Preto, he sailed to the Insulindic Ocean, first the Semnes Islands, then Revachol.
All right.
Those are the two constants. Redefort on the shoulder.
Our
and
dead guy is a
Revachol in the
well-traveled
heart.
person.
They started the tradition of these maps right after the discovery of Insulinde, at the dawn of the Interinsulary Age.
You said you can't read it.
I can't.
Yeah.
This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their
So he's
meaning.
not a sailor.
In Martinez, looking into Krenel, he writes in one. Then the man puts down his pen and rubs his temples with both hands. Outside, there is a siren. Distant gunshots on the streets of the Jamrock Quarter.
No brother of mine, but this is his service history.
That makes sense to me. We have no more use for a map of the waterways, just like we don't
This is where he
need
did his
sailors
merc
the way
work.
we used to. This is what the custom would morph into on the Occident. Mercenary tattoos.
All right, well, thank it's all for the tattoos
Is
then.
there anything else I can help you with?
That's it. We gotta level up. Fuck it. We max out authority. Let's go. Authority is maxed. Alright, well, we're here. We'll go talk to that cleaning lady, because it's literally on the way. Cleaning lady. What's up?
Give me a moment.
Yeah. The real estate agent setting up for new tenants.
I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them.
Oh, lax women and sexual deviants. There will be nothing but squalor unless we start killing real estate agents.
We won't be killing anyone. And you shouldn't say things like that. You're a killer.
She's seen it.
Don't make me feel
And
bad. I was trying to be
known
cool. I don't want to leave. Alright. So not much else to do than to report back to the Union Buster. Remember said I had a key card that could open the door, but there's no door. Hey buddy, we know you're a mercenary. What's up?
Right to
Actually,
work.
better quick save before we set him off too much.
Right to work.
All right.
To work.
Hey, what about these tattoos?
Don't think so. Suddenly, this feels like a really, really bad idea.
Best idea I ever fucking had. It was on your colonel.
Wordless, he takes the photo and looks at it. Grey eyes dart back and forth on the glossy surface. You see dead flesh in colorful rivers of polychrome, melting skin and hair.
Fucking loincloths. Really did him in.
Loincloth?
Yeah.
He's clenching his teeth. There is silent pressure behind him.
What does this tattoo mean?
What it means. I can tell you what this one means. Only one. You want to hear what happened here?
Yeah,
Our
I do.
colonel is deep in the bush here. Deep in the fucking bush in Benital, 41. Monsoon season. He spent a month behind enemy lines, scouting kept villages. Nothing but fucking bugs and snakes for fun. Men are getting restless. There's talk of switching employers.
With some strange emotion. This is about to get really graphic.
All right.
Last moment.
There we go, kids. That means don't interrupt him.
Our boy. He's only a captain then, but he knows how these men think. If they don't see action soon. At dawn, he comes upon two kips, breeding in the bushes by the river. Or maybe they weren't breeding. Maybe They were just making eyes at each other. We shot the boy. He was useless, but the girl, she was nice. A little fat, you know, but not too old. She was quite the entertainment for the week she lasted. Expired in the hands of Sarge Mason, the kind of guy who'd make Chief there shit his pants and cry like a bitch. God, Mason couldn't let go. Cut the tits off her cold body and fucking ate them. Drowned in a creek a week later. Spirits my ass.
Something stirs in your stomach. There's a word on the tip of your tongue. Colorless, odorless. It's...
evil.
You bet it was.
What is evil?
It's just nature. This guy used to say evil is when nature and spirit meet in the wrong place.
He ain't a scab leader.
Fucking mask is getting sweaty. I want to take my mask off.
He's under orders. And orders are orders.
You were there?
No. I was in the domain. In Jamrock.
Give me that shit back.
Go ahead. All right, now. Free commerce!
On the photo in your hands, the dead man's skin is studded with stars. Tens, hundreds of
Why ask this now that we know? Like,
free flow of commerce!
Don't talk to him any longer. Just leave, please.
Okay.
The man's breathing steadies, but it's hard to do that when you want to beat a man into a pulp instead.
We're gonna push it though. We're pushing that shit. Even though he just admitted it, but whatever.
Right to free flow!
Don't talk to him.
Yeah, what about a tribunal?
How about you fuck off now, huh?
Okay.
How about we fuck on?
There could be weapons aiming at us right now. Somewhere above, in the building.
Okay.
The man's breathing. It's hard to do that.
Okay. Always stick with me, Trailer Park Boys. Fuck off, Ricky? How about we fuck on? Manager head, bud, what's up?
Your race descent has temporarily halted, but you will fall again.
Alright, what about the Hardy Boys?
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last. In addition, these
Measurehead does not care for
so-called
them.
Hardy Boys are an effeminate clique of bodybuilders. The Hardy manlets are on the pay of the company. I answer to the union alone. And I do this out of race heroism. Finance is an alien
Oh,
concept.
Measurehead, when will you learn?
Now leave me be.
Alright. Remember, I kicked your ass. Never forget that part.
The already familiar cold touch of plastic welcomes you as you pick up the handset.
Dial around a number.
It's unclear whether you actually have much. Sure,
Alright.
nothing tricky about that.
We failed. Let's go up and report our finding. And then new up here? Nah. Big old maze this place is. Oh, Scrimshaw Gummy Shoe here.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. It's like Lady Larice said when she opened a bathhouse in the basement of my apartment building.
Now let's greet each
Sure,
other
mister,
shorter.
Absolutely. I'm always willing to help out nice fellows.
Alright, got it. This way. Let's get in here. Report our findings.
Mr. Dubois, every worker...
He's a member of the board?
That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the socialist democratic fervor now burns in your heart, too. How can I help you today?
Yeah, so union's involved in
What?
local drug trade, eh?
Harry, how could you say that to me? You know I appreciate a joke as much as any Johnny Fat Guy, but I can't take slander. Are you actually investigating this?
I am.
You've hurt me, Harry. Me, a friend. But you know what?
And gets over it in 2 seconds. Seems like it didn't really hurt him.
I trust you, like I trust all my friends. And I know you'll never talk to me about this again, because you don't want to wound me. So do what you want, and let's change the subject.
Thank you for your understanding.
You too, Lieutenant. You know, I like you, but you never were my favorite.
Harry guy.
I'm a Harry guy.
Team Harry.
I'm Team Harry.
None taken. Did we have anything else to do here, Harry?
Alright. So yeah, that door.
I'm very glad to hear that, Harry. One question. You didn't actually happen to stumble in and see what's inside the apartment?
There is no way to sway this man in any direction. He is unsuggestible and unswayable. Just tell the truth.
Yeah, I may have gone inside and seen a collection of racist mugs.
Just as I thought. Culturally antiquated mug collection. What a weasel. Now let's get down to brass tacks. It's time for men like me and you to figure out who's killed who and why. Real police work is gonna start happening now. I promise you, Harry, this is gonna be good.
Yeah. I found a similar mug trash with Hangman's
Racist
clothes.
mugs in the trash and in the apartment? You guys are just light years ahead of me. I have so much confidence in the ability of your organization. I'm relieved you're doing this and leaving me to do what I do best.
Yes, yes. Do you think this weasel is somehow connected to the murder?
Oh, no, 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 no. I don't cross paths like that. All I want is for you to succeed in your investigation. I would never complicate things.
Weasel might have cleaned up after the killers.
Believe me, Harry, he's a nobody. Just your basement variety nobody. Can't imagine him being connected to a high-caliber case like this, but he does live nearby. Maybe it's a pedantic weasel. Fascists are known to be neat freaks. I feel like a real detective right now, Harry. Am I getting this right?
That's not how you baton someone. The technique is way off. You strike with your whole body, not just the baton.
Yeah, you gotta put your weight behind it and do real damage.
Oh, Harry, thanks for the tip. I'll leave doing the real damage to you. You are the real police
There you
officer.
go. You're a good
after
guy.
all,
You know what's
not
up.
me.
Mr. Everett.
That's all he's going to say on this subject.
Alright, so a connection between the lynching and the strike. I want to hear what you
By
have to think about
now,
that.
I'm sure you've figured out who the dead man was working for. The bad guys. Wild Pines.
Fair enough.
Sent to scare us. Another violent measure of the top hats against us flatcaps. Harry, this strike is the culmination of many, many mistakes made by the Wild Pines group. They tried to shut the strike down by sending in armed mercenaries.
You mean our victim?
A security contractor? Can you imagine that? Workers standing in peaceful protest, united in the spirit of fellowship, and they send hired killers to mow us down with machine gun fire? I'm talking beasts. Hardened killers from proxy wars in Yesut, Semenine,
Super
Santa
soldiers.
Maritza. You name it, they've done it. Raping, killing, burning villages, killing little children for the Senorita Pineapple Company, Harry.
Those Senorita Pineapple people are scary motherfuckers. Decimating your state if you don't give them your pineapples.
Everything they did there, they brought over here. They want to turn Revachol into a third world slum. Honestly, the only thing they didn't do is kill the village elephant.
Alright, go on.
Now, I haven't personally witnessed the brutalities out there. I have the luxury of staying in my container, you see. If I need to go somewhere, they just move my container.
They move the container?
Yes, I'm an old man, Harry. My legs aren't what they used to be. They lift my office with that big crane. It's actually very fun. You should try it. But enough about me and my fun container.
Maybe keep
The
that in mind.
killers the company hired, I think there were 3 of them, all hardened commando types. One of them got downright suicidal, getting drunk, violent, a little rapey. Even their own negotiator couldn't control him.
By negotiator, you mean Joyce?
Harry, what you need to realize is, we dock workers are not pushovers. We got grit, Harry. This whole neighborhood does. Push us hard enough and we push back. And when we do, We push to kill.
An entire neighborhood of killers.
So the whole neighborhood's in on it?
Potentially, Harry, potentially. We got arm wrestling champions, rowing club people, ex-coal miners, tough guys, all ready to spring into action for their home base.
Who's doing the pushing?
There's a militant wing inside the Union. A group of people whose duties don't involve manual labor, but peacekeeping in the neighborhood. They're like you guys. Idealistic people who want to make sure bad things don't happen. And if they already have, well, punishment must follow.
So these idealists killed our victim?
One day Titus Hardy, leader of this peacekeeping faction, comes up to me and says, "Boss, socialist democratic fervor drove us to take it upon ourselves to kill this beast that was burdening the land." He probably worded it differently, but that was the idea. Sure sounded to me like
They really want
him.
everyone to have the Hardy Boys take the
I
fall for
gave
it.
them 2 weeks paid leave and told them to lay low to avoid retaliation.
Aren't you worried we might arrest them for this?
Oh, I'm not at all worried about that. These are not the kind of men who get arrested. They're Martinez boys, tough and gritty. I'd like to see the man who takes them in. Besides, I sent my lawyer girl to look after them.
If he's just boasting, then it sure doesn't feel like that to you. He's not worried.
How do you know the mercenaries are hired by the shipping company?
How do I know? Let me tell you about these people. That's their MO. Last winter, some poor workers in Terminal E went on a little strike. The company sent in Sediment, a security contractor. The strike was over the workers' right to wear protective footwear, Harry. These guys turn up and start beating people. Tell you what, Harry, I wouldn't be surprised if we got the same mercenary company after a little rebranding. And I'm sure as hell not surprised to see an army of scabs under my gates.
So you believe the scabs were organized by the security contractor?
You said it. Hell, one of those guys looks big enough to take down that proverbial elephant. Boys like that don't just happen to show up during strikes.
Oh, we know
Of
who they
course,
are.
you're always one step ahead of me, Harry.
I am?
I'm no genius. I'm in this position because people like me.
Yeah, we'll tell them. Fuck it, we'll let everyone know everything. Organize a tribunal, take on the Hardys.
Tribunal? That sounds serious, Harry. We Union men should be shitting ourselves. I wish you hadn't told me that. I'm gonna lose sleep over this. Let's change the subject.
He's clearly happy about the tribunal.
Don't seem too busted up about it.
Oh, Harry, what do I really think about the tribunal? You're trying to climb to second base with old Everard before
That's
you've
right,
even
everyone
caught
of my
him.
race can become a giant gorilla.
Hello, giant gorilla friend. How about the Hardy Boys?
Oh, they are simply fine young men, all 7 of them. Exemplary Union members, always working to advance their position in the local socialist democratic movement. Old Theo used to run them, but things really kicked into gear when Titus took the reins and named the group after himself.
Interesting. Who's second in command?
They're almost all of them great guys, born leaders. Whatever happened, I'm sure they only had the best interests of Martinez and Revachol in mind. Work with them. Hell, interview them. But don't fight them. They really are just like you. Men who like beer, women, and some order.
Oh, there'll
on
be
the
some
streets.
leg breaking here. Hello and welcome. This is Rusty Coloco watching Rooflemonger. Oh, hello, friend.
Separate one from the herd.
Yeah, there we go. So, speaking of ow my legs, who's your least favorite?
Oh, that would definitely be
Which one could
Fat
you
Angus.
afford to lose?
His feet smell from a city block away, and he's always having noisy stomach troubles. Horrible, revolting guy.
So say something happens to him.
You would die, Harry. You would die, and in the process start a bloody and completely unnecessary war between the Debarders Union and the Citizens Militia. Angus, his ever-growling stomach, and his smelly feet are all part of the Union. You have as much right to arrest him as I have to arrest your partner here. Actually, less. Because this is my hometown, my territory, and my backyard. You are a guest here, Harry. Oh, Harry. This is getting real grim, and there's no need for that. We are friends.
What about lawyer girl?
Oh, Liz is a bright one. I paid for that law degree myself, thinking it will probably turn her all fancy. But hell, Harry, she came back a firebrand socialist. Sometimes she scares me with her zeal.
How about tell the Hardys to piss
But
off?
of course, it's the least I can do for my good friend Harry. I'll do it right after we've concluded this talk.
You can now go and tell Titus about this. See what he has to say.
Also, Harry, here's 5 real.
Give it to me.
I'm not giving you anything. I'm just holding out 5 real.
Needless to say, this is another move. Don't take it.
Yeah, don't take it.
Oh, I wasn't offering it to you, just holding it out there. But I'm willing to share information. Was there anything else?
Good talk.
Was it a good talk? I'm not sure we made much headway here. I was hoping we'd bust the case wide open. Heck, I even wanted to tell you what I really want to achieve with the strike. I don't know what happened, Harry. I wanted you to feel like Mr. Martinez. And of course, I also wanted you to find your gun. But it's like I can't completely trust you. Yes,
Yet.
Harry. It's like I can't fully trust you if you're not a man of the left. I want to, but I just can't.
He's been hurt too much in the past by men who aren't social democrats.
You're right not to trust me. I take care of me. I'm a hustler. I grind. I'm a money engineer.
Perfect, Harry. That's perfect. My version of the left is not against the companies. It's with the companies. Honestly, what I have in mind is a business proposal. A left-wing business proposal, but still...
Your knee got dislocated? That's no good.
And what would this entail?
That sucks.
Once again, I require nothing unethical or illegal of you. You just need to get 2 little signatures on this piece of paper, and then mail it to my accountant in La Delta.
And what's that signatures for?
I'm glad you asked, Harry. The Union is going to build a modern youth centre in Martinez.
A youth
It will
centre?
be righteous. We're gonna get those teenagers off drugs and on roller skates.
Roller skating, not drugs, Harry. You like this.
I do.
There's a nameless little street on the coast with some old houses around it. Most people have already signed. I just need 2 more signatures to get this mission off the ground, Harry.
And what will happen to the current occupants?
They are just going to have to deal with the construction noise for 6 months, and then they'll be living like kings. Right next to a fancy new youth centre, designed by the best
that's
architects
win-win.
from Stella Marie.
Kim,
It depends.
what's up?
I don't think what we just got from Mr. Clare was very useful.
But, he thinks, it's your call.
As I said, it weighs on me heavily. But once we get
I'll
really
do
to
it.
you bring joy to my heart, Harry. Such a pleasure to be working with you. You need to get signatures from Isabel Sadie and Lillian Carter. The cul-de-sac is right past the pawn shop and across the canal. I hear there
Alright,
is
so I
some
can't do
trouble
that
with
till
the
tomorrow
water,
then.
but they should fix it by Wednesday morning.
Yeah.
Once you have the signatures, mail this to 13022 La Rocca in La Delta. Then I know we can do business together.
Yeah. So it turns out strikers being served alcoholic brew I made stronger.
I don't know what that means, Harry, but I love it. I love your initiative. Knowing you're out there keeping things running lets me focus on the big picture stuff. Don't even tell me what was going on. Alcoholic brew, stronger, stopped it, strike. I'm just gonna let you surprise me, Harry.
Alright, what about the drug trade though?
Ah, yes, your side investigation. Thank you. You've got some spirit clearing up phony drug accusations alongside this murder. I'll talk to the mayor and see if I can get you the key to the city, Harry.
Not even a speck of anger in his voice. That's that then.
Alright. I met Joyce,
that's
by the
very
way.
nice. I haven't gotten around to her yet. I'm very, very busy, you see. I hope you're getting along. One thing I want to make very clear, Harry, is that this is not some kind of union versus corporation situation.
Oh, everyone's just
Everyone is
pals.
just pals here.
Just pals.
We're all trying to do what's best for Martinez. Don't feel like you can't cooperate with her because you and I are such good friends and I helped you get the body down. And I'm helping you find your gun. I'm not a jealous guy.
Whoa, that's so nice of him. Suspiciously nice.
Why haven't you let her in to see you then?
If she actually wants to see me, she will find a way. Any good negotiator would. And I just don't have anything to discuss with a bad negotiator.
He doesn't want to see her. It's as simple as that.
I told Joyce that I met you.
It's perfectly okay. Even if you've told her everything we've talked about, it's absolutely fine.
You sure?
I'm just a nice guy, Harry. I wouldn't be where I am now if I wasn't nice. politics is all about emotions, and I want you to have positive emotions when you think of me.
Okay then. Positive emotions it is.
I do.
You like
I like
positive
positive
emotions.
All right.
Of course, Harry. Let me just assure you one more time. It's perfectly okay to share anything we discuss here with this Joyce. I have no interest in what she is doing, but I myself have nothing to hide. Your business is your business, and I respect your privacy. Just remember, none of this is secret. Tell her about all of it. My brother's picture, my singing swordfish clock. Tell her how overweight I am and how I'm helping you find your lost gun.
This is weird.
Yeah.
Not nice weird, but okay.
All right. I think we got enough out of you for now.
Debarger.
We gotta level up though. Put one more physical instrument, just to be safe. Just to be safe. All right. So at this point, I guess, okay, it's not late in the day yet. It's like the afternoon. So we can still find time to talk in the bar. This popsicle stand. Oh, it's so hard to move through. There we go. All right. What's up, tough guy? Think you're so tough? Think I won't blow my brains out in front of you? I will.
The clowns are still hanging around. What is it now?
All right. Yeah, talk to Joyce. Murkahang and his friends are coming for you.
Yeah. By friends, you mean his squad mates from Cronell.
Wouldn't want to beat up his grandma.
Nervous, snickering. There's a rush of adrenaline present.
Yeah, they're coming for you.
This is what happens if you take the law into your own hands. Other people
Coming
start
for you.
doing it too.
Let them come. The Hardy Boys are right fucking here.
You heard the man. Right here. We're armed. We got the whole district behind us. And Glenn. Glenn is fucking crazy. Yeah.
Crazy enough to get it done, though?
Well-oiled murder machine.
The mood is on the rise. They're feeling confident, ready to punch out the whole Merc platoon.
Joyce said they're gone rogue.
Big fucking surprise. They hire psycho scum, arm them to the teeth, and let them loose in the city. What do you think is gonna happen?
He's really prepped himself up for this. He has to keep the fear in check.
You know they got automatic weapons, right?
We got weapons of our own. We got Ister 50s, Zeelagers. Glenn's got a knock cannon at home.
And will they get past this fucking sci-fi armor?
We're gonna see, aren't we?
See what? That they don't?
Yeah. Like you've been up against ceramic armor. You haven't even seen the whole suit, right? I've seen the whole fucking thing. And
Does.
I didn't.
You know they're bad news, right?
So are the local gangs. The fucking Barmy Army. And the Madre scum.
I don't think they are.
What are they now, huh?
These people are trained military professionals, special forces, as you said. They're not a gang or a barmy army.
No, they're not. They're uncoordinated and drunk. What do you mean, okay?
I mean, okay, they're gonna wipe the floor with you. I mean, okay, I guess I'll be gunning you down right. Well, I'll just stoke the fears. And wipe you the fuck out.
No, they won't. Get out of here with your negative energy.
He really doesn't like you ruffling their feathers like that on what might be the eve of battle.
All he means is that the situation is serious.
No wonder you cops get shot to shit every day. Can't go to war with an attitude like that.
Yeah, well, it's too bad. You have to cooperate.
Oh, so you went and talked to my mommy. And now
Yeah.
she's making me play.
He is?
And what's gonna happen if we don't? You're gonna
Alright.
go and tell on us?
I'm never telling someone. Why don't you push me some more and find out, Gimp?
You gonna let him talk to me like that, Titus?
Let's see. Yeah, I guess I am, you big pussy. The old man sent word you'd be around again. That's the reason I'm being so forthcoming with you. Don't wear it out. Again.
Good one, Titus.
About fucking. Again?
Yeah.
Seriously, man. Yeah.
We've exhausted our options with him for now. Alright. We scared him, basically. That's good enough by me.
I've got nothing to say to you.
Alright, then I got nothing to say to you. How about that? Doesn't feel very good, does it? Talk to Nerdlinger over here. I don't think we talked to him yet. All about money, you know? There you go.
Just a moment. And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway.
The lady is distressed. Perhaps something more upbeat might cheer her up.
Let's kick in.
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but
A faint smile tells you she appreciates the effort.
the union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's
have a phone in
phone's
the car.
dead, too. The
what about the
manager
phone
was
line?
vague about it.
You need
To
to use
let
the phone
the
for.
young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
You hear that? Someone's missing. There could be foul play.
A missing person.
That's
cases.
right. Now skip the foreplay. Time to dive into the dark alleys. Start shaking down the usual suspects. You know, legwork. Doing some good will alleviate the hangover.
Alright.
At least you're of use to someone.
Has been gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
A cold breeze hisses
That's
through
right,
the
every one of my race can become a giant gorilla.
Something sweet in it. Somnolent. A damp chill goes down your spine.
But you have more important things to worry about.
No, I don't. I really don't. So what's the
Just
expedition?
some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the water lock to set a few traps.
The water lock. That was broken.
Broken.
Could this be it?
Yeah, they're probably just stuck because it's broken.
Oh my. What happened to the water lock?
Technical problem, I
Well,
guess.
whatever the cause, I'm thankful. To both of you. You've spared me another sleepless night.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side
I
of the coast,
suppose
please
we could.
do keep an eye
Look out
out
for your
This will
husband.
surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect.
More than likely.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may
All
not
right,
know.
we'll do
Oh,
it.
you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
Yeah, so what about this rare insect?
Sweetie, it's fascinating. But I shouldn't bore you with entomological minutiae.
Shouldn't you, though?
The lieutenant gives you a sideways glance.
I want to hear about the insect.
Well, it's a phasmid, technically.
Oh, yeah. Here comes the interesting.
Where other phasmids imitate sticks or leaves, this one's a living reed. It disguises itself among the reeds here on the Insular Indian coast. Hence
we
its
go.
name, the Insular Indian phasmid. Perhaps you'll end up co-discovering the phasmid with us, officers.
There's a touch of awe in the way she enunciated the creature's name.
To be honest, this animal sounds like a cryptid. You wouldn't happen to be searching for some kind of gnome of Jeroma, would you?
I smell pseudoscience, he's thinking. Not a big fan of that.
Pseudoscience is the real science.
It's simply elusive. So much so that most establishment zoologists doubt it exists at all.
Establishment. I thought so.
Kim, come on. Does it have cool powers?
Yes, it can blend in almost perfectly among the reeds. It's how it stayed hidden all these years. Centuries even.
What makes you think it's here?
Well, some teenagers making out in the reeds saw one. They didn't know what it was, of course, but there was a brief article in a local newspaper about their encounter with a ghost insect.
Ghost insects, there we
that
are.
looks like the reeds. Gary sent us the clipping.
Interesting. Maybe the phasmid made the teenagers make out.
Maybe. Did it make them make out?
I doubt it. It's not like teenagers need much encouragement in that regard.
What about the
Of
newspaper
course,
clipping?
most phasmid sightings turn out to be false alarms, but their description matched the Insular Indian phasmid perfectly, and they didn't even know what they were looking at.
Is it valuable?
Oh, I doubt it. No one gets into cryptozoology for the money, sweetie.
Is it dangerous?
Not at all. Why else would it hide itself so carefully?
So what's so special?
Oh dear. I'm afraid I'm not explaining this very well. It is very special. Morel can explain it all much better. I wish you could hear him describe it. Then you'd understand, I'm sure.
Alright, maybe I would. Oh, yeah, we want this.
Jamais
Jamais vu.
Derealization. Jamais vu. The opposite of deja vu. Not already seen, but never seen. Everything that should be familiar.
Plus 1
is
HP for every orb
strange
clicked.
And new, like
So,
some
probably get a couple
half-forgotten
level ups
day
from
in your
this.
childhood. Only now. That's the feeling you've been having. And for who knows how long. You should go and ask Joyce Messier about this. What world are we in? This is a fundamental question.
Alright. Our thought cabinet. And no skill ups. Alright. So, I get my experience point right here? Well, it's probably because we already clicked these. So, it has to be like new items. More than likely. Here, actually, I don't think I clicked some of these. This means a different kind of orb. Actually, I guess I just don't know what it means. Oh, we'll figure it out as it goes along, I suppose. Ooh. What's this? Money?
You see a heavy steel.
A door we don't know nothing about just yet. Ooh.
You should totally sing karaoke here. The first chance you get. Your emotions need to be expressed. People need to know your vast, oceanic soul.
My soul is immense.
Utterly. And it needs to be heard through a PA system by other people, whether they like it or not. Ram it up their ears, says your adrenaline gland. Violently express yourself.
Yeah. This goes with all the theory of enveloping them and down on my luck superstar.
Who is mistakenly identified as a cop for his prominent jawline? Yes, sounds likely. You should probably go on stage and pose for a moment when you're done with this thought. See if it works.
What should I sing?
You have not yet stumbled on the right lamentation, but it's out there. It'll come to you.
Yeah, how about some happy?
No. Don't sing the happy song. It's stupid. Sing the sad song.
Fair enough.
It's profound. You have to find something tragic to sing first, though.
Alright. I guess we gotta find the right song. We gotta find the right song.